First up, folks watching this at a point in time where you would be seeing the beginning of the stream, 1,000 apologies for the hiatus. Life happened. I'm gonna
Life
be
happened several times.
I'm gonna be blunt. There were a lot of scheduling conflicts, workplace induced, anything aside from sit and stare at the ceiling burnout. But, we're good. I'm okay now, sort of. I'm medicated. Mumsy's work stopped abducting him.
Yes. That too.
I am fully serious, dude. If your workplace kidnaps you anymore, I just set up a camping cot in the break room, and if they ask, just go, well, apparently I live here now.
Yeah, honestly, we did have some camping gear for the last few weeks, so I was very tempted.
Yeah, I would have just grabbed a folding cot, set that sucker up in the break room, and if anybody asked, just go, well, given how much you guys call me in, I guess I live here now.
Mm-hmm.
So might as well set up a bed. But, yeah, so... Anyways, apologies if it seems like my model isn't moving along with my voice. I have a new headset, which means I have a new mic, so I'm kind of jiggering around with that to figure out its best settings. The issue is I talk really fast, and sometimes my mic doesn't really pick up on what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The best I could say on that one is shit happens and then you die. Anywho, so thank you, Rep.
Yeah, I went ahead and scattered-shot that across several Discord servers.
Yep. Anybody else who is in servers that have a self-promo room, please feel free to yeet that sucker around. I actually have a new place I can yeet this to.
Huzzah!
Let me just check and see if they have a self-promo room. They do! Huzzah!
I also like to throw it out into just random stuff. Like here, they have a channel labeled chat. Well, this is a discussion. If they don't like it, they will tell me they don't like it, and then I won't do it.
Yeah.
Until then, I'm gonna do it.
Fair enough. Alrighty.
I'm in charge here.
So, when last we saw our... From the party's perspective, fair hero, are we committing war crimes today? From the perspective of the town guard, maybe, and some things the party gets up to may violate the letter of the law regarding the Geneva Convention, but...
Don't worry, we'll get to violating the spirit soon.
I will not have this game be one of those where it's like Geneva Convention, you mean Geneva Suggestion.
What, they weren't making a to-do list?
The Geneva Convention is not a to-do list. It is not a to-do list, it is not a suggestion, it is not a to-do list, it is not a suggestions, it is a please do not. Although, if you ever find yourselves in a situation where you ask about the rules of engagement, and your opponent tells you what are rules of engagement, go nuts, because remember, the aliens may not know what the Geneva Convention means, but they will find out when you're done.
Gotta love humans are space swords mentality.
Remember, the Geneva Convention only applies in places where Geneva is real.
Aliens, these humans are so pathetic. They have to have rules for how they do war. The aliens, when they find out what happens when you humans don't have rules to war.
Oh, so the rules aren't for telling you what to do, they're for telling you what not to do. Shit.
Oh, they do. It's like they do that. They did what with the what? That's not what ovens are for.
But anyways, so when last we saw our adventurers, the party had finally made contact with the thing that had been the thing responsible for copious amounts of murder. First contact did not go according to plan.
They got baited out like suckers.
First contact did not go according to plan, but now the party has tried to come up with a plan of attack to deal with other nonsense.
You deal with the enemy.
Now the party has been coming up with a plan of attack to deal with this thing properly, while Kazbek considers either finally cashing in his vacation days or becoming an alcoholic.
So, we gonna run through the introductions now?
Yes, let's run through introductions, starting from the top. Mumsy! Mumsy!
Oh,
I think that's you.
sorry, I was.
Literally just starts humming when we call him out.
Mumsy!
Already getting into Sareed.
Top
Getting into being Sareed. I love it. I love your method acting. Great job.
Yes, but moving on.
Hello, I am Jack, also known as British Mumsy, and I am playing our wondrous, ditzy, somewhat clever in her own right, Sareed.
Already.
Yes, our wondrous champion, our possibly crafter extraordinaire.
You could try.
She could try.
You just need
Well,
to get
certainly try.
you just need to get the party to trust you anywhere near a hammer and a forge.
Yeah.
We'll go see her father, and if her father gives her permission
Oh, her
to use his stuff.
The thing is, her father is the one who taught her how to use a hammer and a forge. If anything, he knows how best she's going to use this stuff, and probably has her safety bucket, her safety brain bucket.
Correct. I'm just hearing disapproving dwarven parenting.
Well, the thing is, her safety brain bucket is probably a hollowed out Warforged skull.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Just pops it on her head. Go nuts, kid. Swings a little too hard. The hammer bounces off the horseshoe and hits her right between the eyes of the helmet. Sareed continues on perfectly fine. It works!
About as well as the rest of the thing on Sareed's head.
You mean her skull?
Yeah, well, I was more referring to the contents of her skull, but yes.
Yes. Anyway, so... last I heard of what anybody... So, now we move on to next person in the initiative order. That would be... Not initiative order. Fuck. My meds apparently, instead of taking as brief a time to kick in as I thought they did, they apparently take, like hour and a half to kick in, but they're effective for, 14 hours.
So, next person is Bronze, correct?
Yes. Just run down the order. Your
Run
your
down.
character's name. Moving on.
Yep. And then I get to say things.
So my turn.
Yes, your turn.
Hi, Simon Bengtsson, or the Bronze Knight here. Swedish patron to her, and I play Akagi R. Half-elf samurai champion thing. Pro tip, don't try to mix homebrew with other people's homebrew and then change game setting. And then try to make everything work like normal.
There's been some jiggery-pokery, but it should work. Please ignore the fact that the mechanics holding the world together are vibrating slightly and are held together with duct tape, baling twine, and chewing gum.
I mean, Ander worked out just fine.
Ander worked out just fine because the homebrew class you had for Ander was actually a canonical class in Pathfinder.
I know. I'm being a smartass.
Anyways, also, apparently the Ewoks were a majority child actors, so that makes perfect sense that they'd bungle it like that.
Hi, left field. Thy name is Susan.
They're still kicking in, leave me alone. Speaking of, hi, why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Felix. You'll never know who I play until it happens. I'm never introducing my character. This is the bit. Good night.
He's Kazbek, the grumpy guard. He's gonna have some fun this session.
The link to his Twitch is the link to his Twitch is in the description. Please shoot that a follow. I'd love for him to make a point. I'd love for him to reach a degree of followers where Twitch will start paying him.
Oh.
Mostly so he stops having an anxiety about it.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Mumsy,
I'm 20 away.
Mumsy, what the fuck did you do? Why do I hear...
Answer?
I'm sorry, you what?
Do you want to hear an honest answer?
Yes,
let's hear it. We need the comedic relief.
I got a comb stuck in my hair. It's stuck.
How just... Oh my god.
Hey! In some circles, that's a fashion accessory. Just roll with it.
Mumsy is whiter than the driven snow. Whatever culture it's a fashion accessory in, it ain't his.
He can make it his. There's transcultural people out there.
Let us know.
They're kind of a disgrace to the human species, but yeah.
Let us know when you get that out, and let us know when you get those out. Moving on. Simon's dad.
Yeah, I'm John, and I play Merrick, the party scout. Yeah. Did you hear me, or?
Yeah, we heard you. We're just being quiet so you can talk.
Yeah. As I said, I play the party scout, and my character has. I'm stuck in Swedish in my head, but.
These things happen. Don't worry about it too terribly much.
Yeah. I'm the party drunk also.
Given the shenanigans of this party, I'm surprised we didn't already have one.
He just doesn't have a drinking problem. Drinking has a him problem.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been stated to have a surprising degree of tolerance.
Yeah.
Anyways, hi. I'm Monster Review Girl. I'm technically the one hurting these cats. Technically the one hurting this group of cats. God have mercy on... May all the gods have mercy on my soul. Hey, Freya, back me up here. Thanks.
I mean, I'm running it right now for you.
Yes, but you get the point. So, I play Vesta, the Hag Child Druid, and I also manage the Tess NPC, who, depending on how decisions go, may have some interesting character development tonight.
Fun to be had for all?
Wait, it's still daytime. Why did I say tonight? Oh, right, I'm used to playing D&D after the sun goes down, so the Sprogling is asleep.
It's tonight somewhere else. You're good.
It's suspiciously quiet. Spawn, what are you doing?
Stug, introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Stug, son of light artillery, descendant of two racehorses pulling a field cannon. I play Ed inbred noble, who fights to restore his family honor.
And is once again stealing my intro.
I forgot he grabbed his little coloring activity book that he like hyper focuses on. So that's why he was quiet.
Oh,
right.
that's kind of cute.
On my feet. Alright. And lastly, I am Walter, son of Walter, descendant of Walter. And yes, I do JoJo pose when I go through that intro.
Why?
Because I'm alone in my room and I can do what I want.
You're not alone in your room. Sebi is staring at you.
No, she's in her cave sleeping. She
Her-
had her mealworm. She's
gonna
nappy. She's doing her nappy time.
I was gonna say, wait, her tank isn't in your room?
No, it's in my room.
Hello, child. Don't worry, buddy. Mummy was just
almost done.
Good on you, buddy. I was just checking to make sure you were okay, because you were being very, very quiet. Now that I know you're okay, you can go back to what you were doing.
I wasn't doing anything except eating my.
And while I usually play our party summoner, Ander, with his large and imposing companion, Grimgarl, they're out of town right now, and so I am giving Susan a break and playing out as the DM.
In your room.
And as anyone who's been keeping up with us is aware, I've been causing problems for everybody. Because I'm good at that. Now,
In
I
here,
will preface
buddy, but you gotta
this
be up on the
session.
bed, okay?
Okay. I'll try to make no crumbs.
You got this, buddy.
Now, I will preface this session. Before we get started, I want to make something clear. And also, I'm going to run a little homebrew suggestion to Susan real fast.
What?
I'm pretty sure she's going to agree.
What?
Don't worry, it's not going to be a big deal. First and foremost, to those who are familiar with Susan's DMing style, I do talk with Susan about D&D and RPGs pretty frequently, and oftentimes she will come to me to discuss plans for her campaigns.
I
And I have noticed.
I try to be merciful. Rep has no such compunctions. If the dice say you die, you die.
This coming battle will be a boss battle. It will be difficult. If you fight stupid, you will die. If the dice screw you over, you're probably gonna die. Your enemy will not be fighting like a video game character. Its goal is to put you down and eliminate threats. Keep that in mind going forward. Also, I have put in to the group chat rules on how Pathfinder works when you run out of HP.
Yes.
Susan, I would like to make one slight tweak to that, if you are open to it.
Let's hear the tweak, and we will go from there. Also, I will say this. Fortunately, depending on the allies the party has developed, getting brought back might be a long-term goal, but it will still be feasible if you die. Still, though, have a backup.
Mm-hmm. The slight modification is simple. The player, does not do their death roll. The DM does. The DM does it privately. The DM does not reveal the results of the roll. The DM will simply inform the player when they fall unconscious.
As interesting as that could be,
if a party wants to know whether or not a player is near death, they're just gonna have to use an action to roll a medicine save, a medicine check.
Rep, if I may.
Yes.
As much as I like this idea,
Mm-hmm.
I think for the sake of continued player agency, since when parties in this campaign have been downed before, I have allowed them to roll their own death saves. I think it would be more feasible for it to stay that way. In my mind, rules regarding death saves and who makes them are something that stay consistent from session 1 onward.
Okay.
Shifting up the rules midstream sounds like a fast recipe for things
Chaos.
to start for malignant chaos. I'm great with benevolent or even benign chaos, but last thing any of us need is somebody going, "You fudged the rolls, so I die because you don't like my character." That is the last thing we need.
That's fair. Alright, so you guys are lucky. She saved you from, me not intentionally killing you, but me cranking up the trauma.
Yes, granted. I will say this, if a creature if a critical hit is sustained upon you, do not be surprised if the DM decide, "Can I help you, Spawnling?"
When I walked from here, my foot slipped.
Are you injured in any way?
It just hurts.
Oh, you scuffed your foot a little bit? Okay. Why don't you go put on a pair of socks? And I'll give you some more traction. But yeah, so if a creature sustains a critical hit upon a party member, if the creature is intelligent enough to make that call, it may use that critical hit to remove appendages. I say this because the party knows that the organization they are a part of will cover. I will say this because I've already stated that the faction the party is a part of will cover the party getting prosthetics.
And a party member has a brother that makes really good ones.
He'd need to get there. But anyways, we've been sitting around. We've been sitting around with our metaphorical junk in hand for long enough. Let's do this.
Metaphorical?
Shut up, Stug. Alright, so, we have just dealt with Sabatron invading the inn. The innkeeper is dead. You guys have agreed with Kesbeck that you would be staying in the guards tower, where things are more secured, and more people will be on hand to deal with the problem. So, you guys are in the guards tower.
And also, the party is, easier contained there.
Yeah, the party is also less of a problem for Kesbeck there. Heck, you could even just use the prison cells as in-rooms. And then forget where the key is.
Okay,
Don't steal my ideas, Rep.
Alright, Ed's going to shop around for a little bit. Is there a room where where instead of the window overlooking an alley, the window looks down a street?
You mean instead of a side-facing window, it's a front-facing window?
Yeah, and the window looks down a street rather than across it.
Okay. Yeah, no, the guards tower is not set up at the end of a road where you're looking down a street. It is set up on one of the main roads, which is big enough for...
You can see down the road, you can see down one of the... Basically, the guard post is set right at one of the crossroads towards the city center. So you can see down the separate parts of the crossroads, but you're not on, like, a dead end.
Okay, right. There goes one of my side plans. Alright. Ed looks at the room, looks across the street. Is there a thing where we can close the window?
The windows have bars. The windows have bars in them. This is a secured building. It is.
The windows are either physically designed to be incapable of opening, or they are barred to a fare thee well. Yes, child. Aw, you want to give Mama a hug? Okay, come here. It's
Alright.
summer vacay. So,
Can I hang?
Sproglet.
If I put my shield across if I put my shield across the across the window, will it obscure the view from the street?
Ah, you're trying to like prevent from from stuff peeping in your windows. I'd say you can like wedge your shield in there, but getting it out again in the event of a fight is gonna take you at least an action.
That's perfectly fine.
What is it, Spawnling? Oh, this tooth is getting very wiggly.
I know.
That is perfectly fine.
That's why I can't.
All right, I put the shield across the room. Okay, Tess, why don't you sit over there?
Would it be easier if the corn wasn't on the cob?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just
When
like
Mummy and
popcorn.
When Mummy and Daddy next go to the store, Mummy will find some corn that's not on the cob for you to munch on because you like corn. Strange child.
No, it's actually...
I took the rest of the corn off the cobs and froze them.
Okay, I'll figure out stuff I can do with it.
Yep.
The child spawn has one of his frontmost teeth that's getting, one of his, like...
One of his baby teeth is coming out, right?
It's one of the two ones that's right in the front. And as of last night, he said one of his molars is wiggly.
Okay.
He's reaching the age where he's just shedding teeth.
Aww.
Okay. Cool.
Is this yours?
So,
Yes, Ben, this is one of Mummy's hairpins. She doesn't need any more because 90-degree weather happened and Mummy went either I cut my hair shorter or I shave my head.
Do not shave your head.
hey,
Your hair shorter.
So
Felix, has Kesbeck done anywhere special?
Nope.
So Kesbeck is just with the party. I don't know what you're rolling perception for.
Okay. So he's on the other side of the gate.
I would say it might make sense for Kesbeck to be like over, like the party can still see him, but he's over at his desk filing the 11 billion incident reports the party has caused him to have to file.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Second phase, he's gonna walk over to the desk and goes, okay, Kesbeck, Siri, come over here. Alright, I need to, the creature tends to be afraid of us, but doesn't take guards seriously. But doesn't seem to take your men seriously. My idea is to have two guards that kind of look like us. We can swap our clothes and our gears can look the same. Well, exception of my sword, but he'll know to hand that. Do you have like a couple of guards that we can that can double that can double as us?
Vesta speaks up. For the sake of clarity and our host's blood pressure, you mean you guys are putting on the guards' uniforms and going on their patrol routes while the guards you're impersonating stay here, right?
No.
Yes.
What's going on here is we're going to have Valera Valera's be hidden. Me and Sareed stay here dressed as guards. Meanwhile, two people impersonating us go out with you guys. We can hold it off just fine until support arrives, and the rest of the guards can effectively trap it here while you make your way back here once you get the signal.
I don't, I'll be honest with you, I'll be honest with you, Ed. given what that thing's capable of, I don't like the idea of the party splitting up for any reason.
Okay, so we have, and we can't take Tess with us.
Then
the thing
why
is,
not
though,
let then why not
we
let
can't-
Tess then why not let Tess stay then why not let her stay then why not let her just stay here? And then
I don't think she's secure here. The three of us, with at least 3 of us present, that creature has been making short work of guards left and right.
Yeah, but it's probably not going to attack a guard tower filled with them.
it's not stupid.
It would much
There
rather
is
be on the
a
road.
slight difference between a couple guards running along the rooftops and a fortified structure full of dozens of them.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not, and this thing is intelligent enough that it baited us away. That first up, it knew where we were keeping Tess, and then it baited us away from her. If it's smart enough to do that, it's smart enough to be. It's smart enough to be. Smart enough to know where and where not to attack. And this
Okay,
is.
so Tess. So you don't think Tess is vulnerable here?
I don't believe so, no. Besides, right now, what we need to be doing is recuperating, getting our breath back, and letting just. I'll be blunt. We need to let the dust settle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, got it. It won't take guard. However, it doesn't seem to take guards very seriously, but it's afraid of us. I still think we can use that to our advantage. We dress up as guards with our normal gear, and try and see if we can provoke it in a way that doesn't involve Tess. If that happens, we fall upon it. Make sure it doesn't have a route of escape, and
Ed,
I'm done.
yeah.
I'm done with my popcorn, Mama.
we're not baiting this thing anywhere to do anything.
I'm done with
And
my
that's
popcorn.
that. I understand why you want to. But
Mama,
that's way too risky right now and for everybody else here, because when we bait it, it baits us right back and more people get hurt.
yeah, and we don't want to be baited.
So yeah,
Right, Mama?
yeah. Out of character here, I'm rolling an intimidation. How does
Let's
16 work with?
just, before so
Mama,
just
Mama, I
Bef-
accidentally
before intimidation checks start getting rolled around, let's see if let's see if this can be resolved without skill checks and die rolls getting thrown around, because that can get ugly fast.
Let us keep this civil, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, when I said you can certainly try, I meant you can say something.
Okay. So, Akigi just goes. Ed, why are you so focused on baiting this thing out? It clearly didn't work.
I will say that you guys never actually baited it. You responded to it going after somebody and it baiting you.
Ed looks at this thing wants Tess. For some bizarre reason, it wants Tess. It knows we know of its last location, and it will respond to it, but it wants Tess. I don't think Tess is quite secure enough without at least 3 of us present. And I don't think Tess is secure enough without at least 3 of us present. It doesn't know about it. It probably doesn't know about and it doesn't know about Alara, or doesn't realize what she is. And it doesn't take and it's able to make short work of guards.
Can I have a turn?
We can use this. We can use this to our advantage. We can either let this be a fetter, or we can use this to our advantage. I'm picking Sareed because we can get
You
a.
can have a turn at a different game, okay?
Okay. And like I said, we can either let this be a fetter or liability, or we can use this to advantage. I was having Sareed stand with me because she can provide a.
Can I put a box with clothes in it?
Mm-hmm.
Can I clean it out first?
Go right ahead, bud.
Okay.
All right. So that we're going to have Sareed with me, so we can provide a means of escape for Tess. That way, she's not truly vulnerable. She just looks vulnerable. It seems to avoid us like the plague.
Ed, I have a question.
Yes.
This plan's very thoroughly thought out, but have you asked Tess what she thinks of this?
Fair
No,
point.
you ask an excellent question, Tess. We have made. Do you feel like you are secured in this place without us, or do you think that my plan is good enough, or what do you think about it?
Tess just kind of stares at you for a moment, and you can see gears turning in her brain. Look, I understand that you want to catch this thing, and you want to prevent it from hurting anybody else. You saw what happens when I get scared, when I get stressed out. Do you want that occurring in a Do you want that occurring in a uncontrolled environment?
I'm providing enough.
I know it wasn't my mind in control at the moment, but I damn near started a building fire. I'm glad you want to involve me, but it's not safe for me or for anybody else.
Do you think that the security measures currently employed in this building will sufficiently prevent further dangers occurring to you?
Sareed sort of lifts her hand.
Yes, Sareed?
Unless this thing can turn itself into a guard, walk up to wherever Tess is, and then take her in front of 20 to 30 guards. Estimating, obviously, she hasn't actually counted any of them in the room. Just been like, well, obviously there's 20 to 30 people here. If it's that ballsy and we'll just walk up and grab her, it's a lot more stupid than we're giving it. It'll be a lot more stupid than we're giving it credit for.
Especially given its very distinctive appearance.
Exactly. They would see it a mile away.
They'd either see it or they'd smell it.
Yeah.
I fear that it may not have the stealth capability, but it may be stronger than what we first thought, and may overpower them.
And if that's the case, then we can be nearby to deal with said thing. But for now, this is the best place for Tess.
For my safety and for the safety of others. Like I said, everybody in this group has seen what happens when I am in a position where I am afraid for my life.
after Reed puts her arm on Ed. I don't think it's a bad plan, but I don't think you've ironed out all the details. And this thing would have ironed out all the details days ago.
Did you like my music?
Yes, Ben, the sounds of you drumming your feet on the inside of a cardboard box were lovely.
No, it wasn't my feet, it was my hands.
Whatever appendage you were using, it was lovely.
I'm going to jump off this chair.
Do not.
I'm just kidding.
Good. I
All
love
right.
you, my son, but you have the self-preservation skills of a walnut.
Alright.
Bless him.
So, what do you think? So, the other option is that we just simply drop all pretenses, hope that she's safe here, charge at its last known hideout, hope it doesn't have another one. Hope it doesn't have another one that I can spawn between, and just walk back and forth on direct routes until we meet it. Because that's the only other.
That's actually a good point.
That's
How is it getting around?
well, I know for a fact we found what must be one of its hideouts down where the city was treating its water. So, and we know there are tunnels down there that allow people to that allow the city workers to get around down there without clogging up the main thoroughfares. So it's possible it's using those to get around, in addition to the rooftops during the nighttime hours when it's harder to identify.
Akagi just goes, wait a minute, you said that there exist tunnels?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's what a sewer system.
technically they're the pipes the city uses to dispose of to bring wastewater to where it can be treated back into proper drinking water. But yes, there are.
Speaking of water, I'm thirsty.
Thank you for your delightful commentary, Spawnling. Here, take this cup.
Does it have clean water?
Go in the upstairs bathroom, flush it out a couple of times, and fill that up for yourself. Bring it back here so Mama can put the lid on, though. Give the kid a little credit. He hasn't run into traffic yet. Yes, because when we're anywhere near traffic, my darling, I have an iron grip on either his hand or his skull.
Alright. Now, alright. Yeah, it looks, yeah. We've had trusted dwarf constituencies as signatories of the Empire, and 2, this has a functioning sewage system. Of course we have tons.
Yes, so also
And we are
so now here's what I'm thinking. When morning comes, we go back down into the tunnels and go over the place with a fine-toothed comb. Either we find that thing, or we seal off every place it could or we go into and seal off every hidey hole it has. Keep it from hiding, it'll be easier to find, and it'll be easier to get rid of.
Okay.
That's
Alright. Worst case scenario, it catches us when we're off guard. So let's not be, so we can just not be off guard.
Yes, buddy, because they are coming for food.
Hold on, someone's calling me.
But, alright, so we take a rest, and then
Hello.
we go out in the morning.
Hello.
He just goes, yeah, just one little thing.
Take a rest.
And she gestures back at Caspac.
Mama,
I don't think he's ever letting us out of his sight again.
Of course he's not.
what does that open? Mama?
Buddy, that's something Mummy uses to grow plants on her desk.
So your desk can look good. Good?
No,
Yeah,
buddy,
'cause-
Mummy likes gardening.
Maybe you
I
can
do.
garden outside.
But
Garden outside instead inside. It will be about putting water in.
Anyways,
Yeah, Kespec is just glaring at the party.
And I can see exactly why. It seems like
We
he is
are-
okay.
As
He's a Keisatsu.
from his perspective, we have shown up and all we have brought is nonsense.
To be fair, you have shown up and brought nothing but nonsense at this point.
Yes, but we are trying.
Oh yes, you certainly are.
We have brought up, we have brought nothing but nonsense, and he is not and unless we are all packing up and ready to leave the city, this is basically where we are gonna stay.
Yes,
As he points around.
as he wholeheartedly believes.
And I can see why. He's a Keisatsu. A boring day is a good day.
I'm glad I explained how cops work to you.
So,
All we can really do now is wait till morning, and then figure out what to do.
yes. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to bring him some coffee. A lot of coffee, in fact.
At this point, most likely a stiff drink.
I've heard about something called an Irish coffee. Hey, Merrick, can I get some
Yeah.
sake from you?
Oh, well, I don't have any sake. I just have some, but I have this wonderful bottle of Chateau Le Dunk.
Is it alcoholic?
Yeah.
Then it works.
What is it, buddy?
Well, you would have already drunk it by now.
Onto your bed so I can tip it over.
No. If you're gonna tip the box over, tip it over onto the floor.
I tried, but the door was on the way.
Then close the door, then tip it over. This is... I know Rep is DMing this arc to give us a break, but I am slapping the DM authority hat back on for a moment to say the party is last we knew of the party, they were in a fight and they expended abilities. Y'all need to rest before you start getting up to shit.
Yeah.
I like the
I mean,
like the
I was gonna let them not rest if they really wanted to.
I like the RP and everything, but the DM has explicitly stated we're going into a big fight today, and I assume everyone would like to keep their characters alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Mama.
I mean,
Hello, Spawnlet.
Why did you call me a spotlight?
Because that's what you are.
I'm not a spotlight. I'm not.
Anyway,
I'm
so
not a spotlight.
the party takes a rest. Please restore any abilities you expended. Roll a die that matches the hit point amount restored. That matches the amount given by your level up if you took damage.
Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama.
I'm gonna check. I took no damage.
Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. Mama.
What?
Hi.
What am I going to do with you?
Tip me over. Again.
September can't come soon enough. I love him, but September can't come soon enough.
You say that now, but the second he starts going to school again, you're gonna cry.
No, I'm not. He's been to school before. The crying would have been on his first day of school ever.
Okay, so first I lift
that's coming, Don. And this is exactly why I prefer babysitting over being an actual parent.
Nothing is a better It's like that joke. Nothing's a better contraceptive than your friend's children.
Exactly.
No, that's true.
Hi, Mama.
And you speak from direct personal experience. All right, so everybody, add your con mod, Felix, and slap that back onto your hit point pool.
I did.
Okay, cool. So, morning arrives. The party has rested. Fortunately, the night shift didn't have any drunks to yeet in there.
Yeah, people aren't exactly out drinking a whole lot right now, given the situation.
Yeah, blissfully for all of you, blissfully for the party, the drunk tank was empty this evening. So, morning comes, What? You're fine.
I can't get out of here.
Then move the flaps of the box.
I
I meant move the topmost flaps.
okay.
You've got this. I have faith in you. Anyway, so
Okay. That's one way to do it.
yes, it is. So the party has rested. Morning arrives. I assume the party is dispensed out of the containment unit.
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh, what are you guys doing?
Akaki is going to try and... Well, she's going to try and do good karma. She's just basically going to go up to Casbeck and say, "Do you have any work for me to do?"
Oh, I'm sorry. Work? You want work? Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. Looking to take work away from my good man. Wonderful.
This is where I'm going to sleep tonight.
More or less paying back for all the...
Where I'm going to
Why did I know
sleep
Kazbek was
tonight.
gonna go with something like that?
It was it's more like I'm trying to pay back for all the screw up we have been doing lately.
You want to pay me back for the scrubs?
This is where I'm going to sleep tonight.
Then leave.
No, it's not.
I will move it into my
With this thing here, with this thing still here, we can't leave.
2 blankets in it and a pillow.
There's also the small matter of, Ander out in the fucking desert, dealing with a very, very large, very powerful, very unhappy dragon.
Also, we
Probably shouldn't abandon him. I mean, honestly, he left expecting you guys to be prepping the town for a fucking apocalypse rolling in.
Which,
He doesn't even know this is happening.
which we would be trying to do, but there has been unforeseen complications. Anyway.
yeah.
Mama,
Look, I understand. You're a Keisatsu. If the day is boring, the day is good. I.e., I don't have to deal with paperwork. I'm pretty sure I get
Paperwork.
some.
Paperwork is simple, easy, and effective. It keeps everything in order, and I love it when things are in order. The thing I'm upset about is the fact that my sister got hurt.
And we are not leaving until the thing that hurt your sister is gone.
Great. So you're still not leaving. As far as I'm concerned, this thing wants your little... whatever she is. Once again, Kespek cannot be mean to children.
I'm the apprentice of the guy who went off into the desert to go negotiate with the dragon.
Mama.
Once again, you also keep mentioning a dragon that seems to be following you.
Well, it's not us fault. Okay, so Tess stands up and approaches. Mr. Kesbeck, you said your name was? Look,
Yeah.
the dragon is not following us. The dragon is coming from out in the desert. We came from the complete opposite direction. We did not bring the dragon. We are trying to prevent the dragon. And we stopped here to help you guys prep, but you won't believe us because for some reason you have something against people who have guild membership. And so we've been chasing around. So we've been running around like dogs chasing our tails, trying to deal with your problem so you will help us. I get it. You have a lot on your plate. You have that thing running around killing people who you would you would much rather it not doing that. Us trying to help seems to only cause you further problems, but for some reason you have some kind of blinder on that keeps you from seeing our attempts to help as help instead of just making everything worse. You want us to leave? Fine, we will. But when that thing keeps causing problems for you and some small part of you knows it will, you will need to find somebody else to help you. Now, if anybody needs me, from what I have been told, the library's open today, and I'm still working on learning how to read.
So I have a little question.
What is the little question?
Can I have a snack, please?
Do your scales itch like mine do? Because, oh boy, my neck has been itching up a storm
You
for the
literally
last
just
couple
had
days.
one less than 10 minutes ago.
But that didn't
Uh,
stop my hunger. It did not.
You are so gearing up for a growth spurt, ain't ya?
Me?
He sounds just like his dad.
I think. Okay. Can
Party,
I say something?
continue what you guys are doing. I need to feed the child spawn.
No worries.
Yeah. And here's Akaki is basically going to ask. Okay, there exist only two reasons why a Keisetsu is like this. One is they basically have a massive stick up their rear, and another is that they got barred too many times by trusting adventurers like us. Which one is it?
I don't know, but my scales are itchy.
Not asking you, Sarid.
Sareed, you're an elf. What scales?
Proceeds to show the white dragon scales that they gain from.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, never mind. Continue on. Your scales are itchy because it's white dragon nonsense, and you're in a desert. You're not in the appropriate environment for those scales. Get new scales.
Yes.
Maybe if you had the appropriate scales for the environment.
Rep.
Yeah.
Okay, either you're basically something we would consider a massive slab of ass who has a stick up it so far you're probably some sort of impalement issue going on, or you've been burnt so many times you're basically playing better safe than sorry. Which one is it, Kasbeck? Which one is it?
You ask as if I owe you an answer, and you demand such satisfaction that you think you're entitled to. My answer is simple. I don't like you because I don't like you. There's not a little thing you're gonna do to change this. You're not gonna suddenly become buddy-buddy with me because you figure me out. I hate you because I hate you. And there's no other reason.
What if I stop being an adventurer?
I'd still hate you.
Okay. But I'm gonna tell you this, Kaspek. Let me speak first. I simply do not care what other people think of me if it is for the better of society. Hate me, I'm okay with you hating me. That's not the point. I don't really see. So you basically hate me because I exist. Is all I can get. Okay. Now I understand how you work. I can work with that.
He hates you, and he sees no need to explain himself to you. That's it. You're not going to sit here and successfully demand an answer from the man.
Yep. So
Now, Tess is going. Yeah. So Tess is going to the library. What's everybody else doing?
Mm, I'm going to start with a breakfast.
I'm going to try and I'm basically going to go with okay, so basically everything was displayed with the fact that Akagi, at least Kaspek hates her. Akagi doesn't care about his feelings for her because right now there are more important things than some guardman feelings.
Yes. What are you doing?
Gonna try and right now I don't know.
Hi, Akagi. It looks like you need something to eat. Come and follow me, and we'll have breakfast before doing anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Out of character, Felix, you're really making full work of lawful neutral alignment here.
Yep.
And I like that.
Right now he's lawful angry. Fuck off.
Child, I understand you're excited and wired for sound, but that is a food item with potential to be messy. If you're going to flail around while on the bed, please set the food item on the dresser before you flail, okay? Thank you.
So, the plan is simple.
Ben,
The plan is simple. We start with breakfast, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
okay, so
Okay, Mumsy, to catch you up on what you missed, Akagi had a little dick measuring contest with Kezbek, came to the conclusion that this is not going to go anywhere. Now they're going to go have breakfast before they go into the sewer.
Good.
Awesome.
Sarid is hungry.
yes.
For justice.
So the party, I imagine, disperses for breakfast. So the party being herded by Vesta, goes to go get breakfast. Vesta looking at Tess. Do you want to come with, or would you like to stay here? Or would you like to stay here? Tess kind of looks around, looks over at Kespek's sister, then looks back at Vesta. If it's all right, I'd like to stay here.
Lila, stop ambushing me.
Okay, you work on her.
Yeah, Tess kind of nods. I'll stay here. You, according to you guys, it's safer for me here anyway.
You. Yeah. As he looks at Kaspek's sister, in her mind she goes, I think I know why he has. I think I know why he went the way he went. The only person in his life he seems to like is right there.
Yep. So the rest of the party kind of is ushered out the door. Kespek, I imagine you're still standing, kind of giving the whole group the hairy eyeball as they go out the door.
Yes.
You feel your sister kind of tug on your sleeve a little bit.
Hmm?
Wow.
Oh.
No more amber chase.
Yes. What can I do for you?
Are you mad at them or mad at Dad?
Mama. Oi, oi, ah.
Ooh.
I'm good.
Is certainly a question you just asked me.
I know you don't like adventurers because Dad was one and he didn't come back, but
So you're asking this now.
they are trying to help.
They are not doing anything helpful. They're running around looking for something to get renowned from. They're trying to make a name for themselves in my city. That is all they're doing. That is all adventurers do.
They saved me.
Mama,
They are the reason you're in danger in the
Sarah
first place.
ambushed me.
Are you bleeding?
No.
Then you're fine.
It was right at the
So,
They-
you think if they weren't here, it wouldn't have come for me?
If they weren't here, I wouldn't have been distracted, and you would never have been in danger.
So, if they do leave and this keeps going or it gets worse, what are you gonna do?
The same as I always do. Keep you safe, no matter the cost.
You guys have left to go get breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are not in the room with this discussion.
Yep, but
Yeah,
it's still
yeah, I could
there.
Akaki is just. Look.
So,
You are not in the room with that discussion, Agaki.
I know, it's just. It's on the.
Okay.
so
Yeah, you thought the scene was over. Okay, calm down.
Thanks.
she kind of looks up at you, Kesbeck. You can see gears turning in her mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I set out into the world to try and find what happened to Dad, would you hate me too?
But you're gonna go to school. You're going to college.
And if after that I try to find out what happened to Dad, would you hate me too?
never hate you.
But I'd
That doesn't
be,
exist.
But I'd be adventuring, and you've been very clear that you hate adventurers.
I could never hate you. No matter what. If that's the life choice you want to make,
Baby ants.
well, I have to support it.
Baby ants.
Buddy. So, and what if they're right about the dragon?
If they were right, they would have brought proof.
Why would they? You've already made it very clear you hate them and won't believe them no matter what they say, and that no matter what they do to even try and help, you'll view it negatively. That lady asked you if she could help you in any way, and you took it the most negative way possible. I know you don't like adventurers because of Dad, but
It's not
You-
because of that man. I am who I am in spite of his failings.
Hop, 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 hop. Slap.
And I will continue to be
Hop,
who
hop,
I am.
hop, hop, slap.
I am a stubborn
Hop,
man,
hop,
sister. I
You're
make
an
my
overworked-
opinions.
you're an overworked insomniac who's barely ever home.
But I am always there when you need me. I've never once let you go hungry. Unlike him,
Excuse me.
I have never once let you suffer your nightmares. Unlike him, I am there when you need me. Do not turn me into him. Do not suffer me my failings. I am not perfect.
And neither are they.
No. No. No.
What would you have me do?
Mama, I tried to.
Welcome
I was
them
acting
and
strange.
all the chaos they bring
When
into
I
my
went to
city,
get her, she's
into my
getting
home.
me.
They are wild malcontents. They have no respect for the law.
So, what? You'd rather they just sit on their hands and do nothing when they're physically capable of helping?
They were capable. No. You're right. Maybe I've been harsh. I will not turn on heel and change. I will not bow my head and seek forgiveness. But maybe I'll give them a chance. If they can prove themselves helpful, well, maybe I'll stop barring the guild from building an outpost in my city.
I mean, they agreed to help, even... Thank you.
Thank you for suffering this fool.
Hey. I've got you. Kind of gesture. She kind of nods her head over to Tess, who's kind of puzzling her way through a book. Just like she's got them.
They bring children into this life of chaos. And she thrives under it. It doesn't make sense to me.
Maybe it's because this is better than where they found her?
I can only imagine the life she's had if that's the case.
Tess kind of looks over from her book. You know, you could just ask me. I have perfectly functional ears. And a mouth.
Tess sitting there listening to this entire emotional
Conversation.
family moment, yes.
Just
Emotional
look,
family.
Look, just this book is made of book, and I am barely literate.
Words. Delicious.
Yes, these look like words.
I wonder what they mean.
It's like, this book is lovely. 5 minutes later, I can barely read. How has Kess not realized that children are chaos personified? Because his sister is well-mannered, and also when his species hatches from the egg, they have some degree of self-preservation skill, unlike mammalian children. Yes, child.
We can also go with the fact that between Kess having to do this town guard stuff, and apparently their dad was an adventurer, this child was probably the one keeping the house.
Well, she's the younger of the two by quite a bit. So
yeah.
I don't know. So Felix, any conversation Kesbeck has with Tess about anything, you and I can figure out via direct message. Let's
focus on let's focus on the rest of the party.
Let's shift gears a little bit to the party getting ready to excuse me. Let's shift gears to the group that's about to go traipsing through the sewage.
So, you guys want to go through your breakfast and make a plan, or you guys just want to dive right into the poop sludge?
Breakfast with plaid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Commence your plan making then. I'm all ears.
Yes. Yes.
So
It's from. Yeah. Sorry. You go first.
yeah, so what are we? So how are we going to tackle this? Are we going to? You talked about going into the sludge, into the underworld.
Well, Vesta continues, this city has quite a advanced sewer system. The city has quite a sewer system that I assume runs under the entire city. So, and courtesy of going down into it with Kesbeck a few days ago, I know where to get in. We get in, and we know this thing has some underground layers. It has some little hidey holes underground that it can traverse from.
Yeah, I remember. I was there as well. I remember we heard something scurrying off in the
Yes. So
down into the sewers.
Yes. So what I'm thinking is we start there and we go further in. As we find hidey holes for it, we either seal them off or render them such that this thing can no longer use them.
Keep in mind that we need to do this a bit more by the book. We can't just burn anything.
Yes, what I'm thinking is such like... So when we saw it, it had cut a doorway into the rock and then tunneled. What I'm thinking is perhaps we use perhaps those of us who are magically capable reseal the cut stone. Yes, this thing's claws are razor sharp, but chiseling those hidey holes out took time. We get rid of those hidey holes, it's either forced out, or it has to start making new ones, which will take it time. While it's taking its time doing that, we have to if it's stuck taking its time doing that, then we can easily find it.
Yeah.
A very good plan.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Most certainly will not backfire.
Silence, DM!
Yeah, you just go.
I keep imagining the movie It.
Yeah.
Don't put that idea in the DM's brain. For all I haven't read every Pathfinder bestiary. There may be something like that in there somewhere.
Of course there is.
And none
It's
of
a
us
good thing I'm not a fan of clowns.
do you want to invite that demon?
No.
The answer is smart boy. The answer is no.
You guys should just be glad I don't like clowns. Not even in a fear sense. I just dislike them.
Also, it has kind of rendered them a bit of an easy gag / fake out.
Yeah.
And the more times you do a trick, the less it loses its punch. That's why horror movies that overdo jump scares tend not to work, and towards the end you just start laughing at them.
Yeah.
Wow, that's why you gotta have
say
a
this,
horror movie that does not rely on jump scares.
I say this as somebody who does not watch horror movies and frightens very easily.
Same
Yeah, jump
thing.
scares are kind of the cheapest form of horror.
Yep, I say this now, and I say this for the record. There is no force on this earth besides this channel receiving enough financial backing from its fan base that I can cancel my job hunt that will make me play a horror game.
Well, gentlemen, we now have a plan.
Oh, god damn it.
Rally the idiots. We need to throw more money at Susan so that she will so that we can make her play a horror game.
Moving along.
I hope I
Yeah,
wouldn't be a co-pilot, that's for sure, because I'd be just as bad.
Right.
Well, we now have our co-host.
Oh no, husband creature.
Oh no.
I'll pick the horror movie.
You mean game?
That too.
Anyway, so the party, I presume now, traipses to the sewage.
Yes, you
Yeah.
enter the sewage. Susan, would you like to bring up the sewer map?
I will take you guys back to the map I created previously, and we can go from there. Behold!
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the corpses.
Behold, I made this.
Yay!
I am quite
It's
proud of it.
Okay,
It's pretty.
and remember to replace Kesbeck with the rest of us, because he's still at the guard post.
Because as far as we are aware, Kesbeck has not arrived. One sec, let me find one that has everybody's mini on it.
Felix, roll for stealth.
If Kesbeck decides to join the party, the issue is he has no idea where they've gone.
For some reason, I got an image of Sareed leaving a note. Psst, we're going to this super secret place.
We are going to go
Tell no one.
we are going to go play in sewer. Yes, let me see who's on this map right now. Vesta, Merrick. I need
Susan.
what?
Akaki, Sareed,
Child-
and Ed.
Yeah.
Grampy said that I can wear these.
Okay, that's fine. You can wear a pair of Grandpa. You can wear a discarded pair of Grandpa's readers.
Aww.
And do you know what he always does?
With them, I'm aware he tucks them into his shirt, buddy.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Copy him.
You are adorable.
Aw.
Child is learning how to have bad vision already.
Today.
Ed, Vesta, Merrick, Akaki. Sareed.
Mama. Oh yeah.
That is everybody at this point in time.
Alright, so you enter into the sewers. They are fairly well lit. Due to the fact that this is a maintained area.
Yeah.
Though largely empty of people, because who the fuck wants to be down here? It smells like rancid ass.
Ben, honey, I love you. Please go back over there.
I wasn't over there. I was on a chair.
Oh, I take it you guys are gonna start searching the sewers?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. So I'm not even gonna have you guys roll perception for this. Susan, you know those carved out stone doors?
Yes, the ones the party Yes, the ones the group down here earlier accidentally broke.
Yeah, that have all of those.
That has
The,
all
the one you opened had a cubbyhole full of
nasty
discarded human. Yeah. So you find dozens of those have been opened and left open, no longer hidden. The giant rats and stuff that have been living in them are dead. Many of them have been skinned alive.
Charming.
Anyone want to roll perception real fast? I am going to have you roll perception for one little detail.
That is the entire. The answer to does anyone want to roll perception is always the entire group going yes, please.
Yes.
Simon notices that the poop is made of poop.
The
Okay.
Next person.
I kind of sort of headcanon is that her enhanced senses reacts badly.
oh yes,
Right,
you
I rolled it
are-
from my.
You are dry heaving. This is nasty.
I rolled from my character sheet. I got a 32.
32? Okay.
And I got a 33.
33?
Ooh.
Okay. Anyone else?
One sec. Let me go to my perception stat. Spawn, what are you doing?
My foot is big.
That is not a heavy at all couch cushion. Just a heavy cushion. Just flip it up.
Okay, cool.
And not 20 also.
Yes, which is
Wonderful.
lovely.
Wonderful. Susan,
I'm
you're
working on
coming
it.
up next. Awesome.
It's /R, rolling the die.
Susan.
Enhanced senses also going, the poo is made of poo.
Yes. Okay. Stug, you especially noticed this, but everyone except for Vesta and Akagi notice that judging by the bloody drag marks, claw marks on the floor, and just the general layout and sense of chaos in the room, many of the rats were skinned while still alive.
Charming.
Do they tell the others?
The others are just dead rats that were skinned alive.
I assume. I was going to say, I assume this info is shared with the class. Yes, child. What?
Great.
You will also find that, just like the last time you guys came down to the sewers, there is no other sign of Stabatron spending any time down here. There are no supplies, no wreckage from its shipping container or anything. It's just using this as a dumping ground for for the human body parts that have become too decayed and rotted for it to use.
Makes sense.
The sewers were not a lair. The players failed their memory check.
Yes, but we heard it scuttling around down here, so might as well.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Doesn't hurt any to
Yeah.
clear it out.
Yep.
No, Akagi goes, I think I have an idea on what we could do here. And he points right towards the sewer pipes.
We could also clean this up and patch the holes for Mr. Kesbeck.
Yeah, there's that. Let's do that first.
Are you gonna clean it up?
So
I already know how we're patching the holes. We're gonna be using like earthbending bullshit.
Let me double check Vesta's spells. She does have the necessary spells to. She does have the necessary.
Hello?
Sorry, I double checked her list and I just realized Pathfinder doesn't have mending for some godforsaken reason. You know what?
Nope.
Grandfathering it in. She had it.
Grandfathering and mending.
She had it when she had it during D&D. She's a direct port as mechanics would allow. It's there.
She has mending.
Yes. And she's going to be using it to kind of use the assorted stone doors, which are probably rubble bits, to kind of just paste the wall back together.
Okay, so you're gonna take your time mending the bricks back into wall. That's
Yes.
cool.
And
How are you guys dealing with the cubbies where the decayed human flesh?
it's just kind
And,
of plopped together.
Yeah, those are all empty now.
I'm not gonna ask what it did with the meat.
That's fine.
Okay, so Akagi then looks at...
So really, all you got is the rat corpses.
Yeah, so we just.
Oh, the rat corpses. Also missing from the rat corpses are their intestines, and their just whole digestive tract.
Okay, so let's burn some rat corpses.
Or just, you know, kick them into the untreated portion of the water.
Unless that contains a type of sewage treatment I think I've heard of, that's not really going to do anything much than increase the water level. Let's burn and dump the ashes.
Okay.
They're also sewer gators.
Yeah. We found them earlier. They were just defending their turf against us. Let's beat them.
Yeah, that's true. So basically, yeah. Okay, she goes, here
them
you go,
over.
sewer gate. Well, then she remembers something. I promised to get food for Grimgar.
I doubt it. You've seen the size of... Vesta speaks up. Knowing Grimgarl's size, I don't think these would be enough.
Fair point.
Do you think we should call these alligators turdigators?
Sareed, no.
Okay.
Sareed! No. No. No.
That's very classist against your non-sewer gators. Like, I understand that you're kind of slumming it down here by gator standards, but you don't have to be discriminatory about it.
Slumming it. Sorry, what?
Is she done?
Watch this. Mama, watch this.
And she just goes, when it comes to Kesbeck,
Is it bad?
I don't know. It feels a lot like he got personally burned by adventurers. It's the only reason he is like that.
Well, Akagi, let go of it. We need to focus on the matter at hand now.
I know.
Now let's see if I can do it to this guy.
Okay,
Oh,
so, you guys are gonna get... You guys repair the...
Yeah,
It's
just...
probably good. It takes Vesta a little bit, but she managed to repair the walls. You guys are dumping corpses in the sewer, in the water of the sewers. Because, you know, chumming for the sewer gators is definitely never going to end terribly for anyone.
Well...
That would never end badly.
well, these...
So...
I would not be surprised if some of the guys who work down here haven't tossed a sandwich to the gators every now and then.
So... what are you guys going to do in the sewers now?
Well, now that we've patched up the hidey holes, I guess just go over the place with a fine-toothed comb.
Cool! Everyone, roll perception!
We're going with
Okay.
perception because investigation apparently no longer exists.
Yeah, we just don't have that now. Sadness.
34.
34, not bad.
No,
29.
36. 36. I rolled a 36.
You rolled a 36.
Yeah, I rolled
Uh-huh.
34.
Okay. Cool. So, the sewers are full of various walkways and stuff. Walkways and, pipes to transmit the sewage around and move the clean water around. Generally speaking, would be a bad idea to block those. Just saying. You don't want to cause a citywide plumbing problem. There are also myriad walkways used by sewage workers. Which I guess you could theoretically block, but the sewage workers would also be very pissed off if you did that.
Yes, our goal is not torp off. Our
Well,
goal
last
is
time
not
we
to
were...
torp off the the civil servants.
Yeah.
I guess the best way we could be doing it is have one member of the party as we go be kind of making a map and go by, and as we clear each wing, each section, mark on the map cleared as of, and then the date and the time, the date and time.
The reed
Eh.
puts a hand up. Can I do that? I've got paper.
I'll take the paper.
No.
I'll take the paper. You just call when you've cleared an area, okay?
Okay.
So you guys-
He just goes. You first.
No, go ahead.
Remember what happened the last time we split up. We are not gonna split up again. We're gonna do this by the book. We're gonna stick together. We're gonna move it. We're gonna do this guardsman style.
Guardsman style has more people and are able to send up multiple, and are able to send 5-man teams down every tunnel.
Yes,
You
we're just
can't do
doing
guardsman style.
we're just doing an initial clearing. Like, hey, we went down into the sewers, we patched up all the hidey holes it had. As far as we can tell, as of these times, there wasn't a thing. There was not a thing. There were not this thing was not in these areas. And we dealt with any additional hazards found therein. Also, you still have a crocodile problem. I'm not sure how they got there, and at this point, I'm afraid to ask.
Never question the sewer gators.
Oh, we put those there. We thought they'd be good deterrents.
You know what? That is the best answer I've heard all day.
And that probably explains why they just lunged instead of, like, just waiting and seeing. Because they have been, like, trained and habituated to people by the city's civil servants going, "Hey, scaly boys, it's food time," and just yeeting in the contents of their lunch boxes at the end of the day.
Oh no, the crocodiles have been watching you guys the entire time you were down there. They're watching you right now.
Yes.
You just don't know it because they're crocodiles.
Yes, I just also love the idea of these being like the water department's pets.
Yeah.
Like the
water department's collective pets. You guys killed their mascot last time you were down here. They're all very sad in mourning.
But fortunately, their mascot,
If
their mascot's partner has some eggs on the go, so that's cheering them up a little bit. Even if
if you guys ever visit, you guys are never going to visit the water department. But if you do, there's a little shrine.
Yeah, and
set up in memoriam as they hold a funerary services for the crocodile you guys killed.
Yeah, and
you monsters.
Yeah,
How could you?
Don't tell them it was your doing. And two, the annual festivities are the baby crocodile roundup, or the crocodile egg roundup. If anybody's ever watched the Animal Planet TV show following Steve Irwin's shenanigans at the zoo, you know exactly what I mean when I say egg roundup.
Yep.
Uh-huh. So
Indeed. So, you guys, anything else you guys are doing in the sewers?
Aside from leaving no stone unturned down there, probably not.
we are basically going there, leaving no stone unturned. We are not giving up. We are fixing this.
Okay.
We are trying our best to undo our cock up.
Cool. So you guys spend the day in the sewers, clearing room by room, hallway through hallway. You don't find much of anything. There are occasionally claw marks where you can see how it's clawed down and entered the sewer through manhole covers and the like. But other than that, there's no sign of it having spent more time in the sewers than was necessary for it to dig out the areas it was dumping the decayed human remains it was trying to get rid of.
Alright, so basically it seems we've cleared out its dumping ground. But on the bright side, we appear to have been able to...
Can I read this book to you?
Buddy, Mummy's busy right now. I'd love to, but not right now. Now that we've basically done this, we've managed to kill enough time being something akin to productive long enough that it's most likely entered its active period.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
We're gonna go up. We're gonna patrol.
Okay. So you're gonna patrol the streets?
In our easily detectable it's poo-covered state. I don't know.
We did. Nobody
you
went
c-
swimming. Nobody went swimming, so nobody's actively filthy. But
I
God
would
help
still
you.
take a shower personally.
yeah, they're fortune. At some of the exits to the water system, there are like shower stations available.
Damn.
Do you want to report your findings to Kesbeck or anything?
It's.
He was not really interested in what we were doing, so
I'll
I mean,
go and do it.
the
While
only
you guys continue the search.
yeah.
the only thing Kesbeck seemed to be interested in is to basically shut down adventuring as a whole.
Yeah, but I'll see what I can do. I make no promises that I can get him to like us, but I'll at least let him know what we managed to get up to.
this
Akagi
seems
used-
like a later task, Ed.
yeah, Akagi used goes.
Like, I appreciate the concept, but
There exist two problems. I don't think he won't accept, or I don't think her brother would accept our charity, and she looks to be about as old as Tess. In short, you.
she's a couple of years off before she goes to college, kid.
In short, Vesta continues. Trying to get her involved would only make him hate us more and might have him actually full on drive us out of town instead of just suggesting that we leave.
The last.
Guy, you don't have a noble house right now.
Yep.
Like I'm gonna be honest. Your name has a little bit of weight to throw around, but you don't have the fucking noble house money backing you up right now.
Which is why I ask if it isn't next term or something like that.
Okay.
Noble by name, light of pocket.
But
Indeed.
he says yeah. A common sentence that Ed says is my titles are an escrow, my oaths are not.
Yeah, you're looking at you're gonna be looking at a couple of years before she goes. She's still young
If
to be
she's-
traipsing off by herself to
Yeah,
go to
so-
college.
Yeah, so she's around. So, Kesbeck's sister is right around Tess's age. Tess is, although she doesn't act it, may I remind everyone, Tess is 13. At best.
Let's go down here because it looks much safer.
We don't have exact numbers because trauma.
We don't have exact numbers because nobody kept track of her birthday, and she has a shaky sense of how much time has passed in her life due to things.
Trauma.
Akagi just looks at Ed going,
No, that's submarines.
just, we need to
Chill out.
just figure out what, we just need to prove something, anything. My only hope is that if his sister picks the same path we did, although me accidentally, he doesn't hate her.
My
My
guy.
concern is that if we catch this thing, the next step is obviously to get the guts out. And send it to central investigation. Give Kesbeck full authorization to give full access to the paperwork, but he might stonewall us despite the fact that he has nothing he can do to further the investigation.
He
We still have to figure out.
He doesn't like us, but that doesn't mean he's going to be spiteful about something that's actively causing his city harm. If we can bring him this thing and go, here it is, we've deactivated it as best we can, do with it as you will, and if it gets sent to... Then if it gets sent on to be looked into, it gets sent on to be looked into. He may not like us, but he's not going to make moves that deliberately hinder figuring out where in God's name this thing came from.
I just believe you first, Stug. What did that say?
Ed looks down and says, he seems to be actively refusing any sort of outside help. This thing went through several cities of the Empire and deployed here. May not be the MO of Delia, the war criminals that they are, but I don't know where this thing came from. I don't know where this thing came from. I don't know who made it, and I don't know if it has brothers. As per the oaths I swore, to figure that out.
Let's just see if we can find this. Let's just see if we can find this thing, and do our best to beat the stuffing out of it before it becomes a problem ever again.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So, Vesta, you're going to go see...
She's just going to go drop off the idea of hey, we investigate, hey, we went into the sewers, this thing's cleared out down there, we fixed the damage the best we could, we cleaned up the mess, we're gonna keep trying to hunt it, bye.
Okay. Cool. When you arrive to speak to, when you've arrived to speak to Kesbeck, Brain, sorry. Kesbeck appears to be in meeting with one of the higher-ranking members of his guards. Kesbeck, this man you were talking to is, Granther. Granther is basically your best guy. If you need somebody to take care of something, and you can't do it yourself, Granther is the man you send. You have never once in your entire career, or in his entire career, had any sort of problem with Granther. He's on top of his shit, he gets it taken care of. That is Granther.
Would you say he's about lieutenant level then?
Yeah. He would be a lieutenant. He would be your lieutenant. One of your lieutenants. Granther is giving you a report. Namely, because it is well past sundown. He's giving you a report of an investigation of noise complaints from the blacksmiths. The blacksmith was normally kind of a reclusive guy, and ever since the killings have started, he's basically disappeared from the public eye. People have noticed. people have noticed an individual going in and out of his house and assumed that was him taking care of his own personal business. But throughout the day, there have been reports of him being very, very active working the forge. However, things got suspicious when it seems like he never once took a break whilst working the forge, and has been hammering and working very, very quickly.
And has probably been working long past the city's hours of, hey, other people are trying to sleep, stop making noise. Because I imagine this city
this has become it has become a noise. It has. Yeah, exactly what Susan was saying. It has become a noise complaint, and he has worked well into the night. The guards, Granthier has reported a rancid smell coming out of the forge, and the guards have basically he's reported that he's had the men under his command en masse basically laying siege to the blacksmiths, and he's now getting you to get there and start and take command of the situation.
Okay. So, couple things, because of conversation with Susan via DMs. Kespek is now sporting a scarf.
Okay.
Which makes sense, because you guys are right on the edge of a desert, and deserts get cold as heck at night.
Okay. Cool.
While he is definitely on guard, hearing from his lieutenant, he definitely looks... Let's say this. While being incredibly on guard, he still looks the most relaxed he's been since the party came
Okay.
to the city. Basically, he just unclenched.
Victor is now relaxed. Got it.
It is no longer a degree. He is still tense, but it is no longer a degree of tense where his sphincter is capable of producing diamonds.
Yep. So, Vesta arrives right at the tail end of this, and as you're getting ready to go out and start taking command of the situation. Basically, right when you're walking out of your office.
Apologies if I'm getting in the way of anything, but,
What was your name again?
Vesta, sir.
Right. Vesta. We have reports that seem to line up with our danger beast at the blacksmith's. Please, gather your party and meet me there.
Okay. Also, we fixed the damage the thing did to your sewers.
While I applaud you for the efforts in going out of your way, that some of the damage is actually intentional.
We meant the hidey holes it cut into the wall and stuffed with rotting meat.
Yes, as I said, leaving that there is somewhat intentional.
It's emptied those out.
Yes. I send recruits down there on first-time patrols. We call it Poop Patrol. It's a dirty, silly job that we just send the recruits on so that they know this is about the best it gets.
So you were fine with the holes in the wall full of rotting meat?
Yes.
Y'all are... Forgive me,
give the
but
recruits something new to do.
you are a very strange man. Anyways, blacksmith, got it.
Yes. Bring your whole team. I'm not apologizing for the way I've been acting, but I'm gonna try to shape up a little bit.
Thank you.
Wunderbar.
We've been kind of problem children too.
I
Sorry
haven't
for
been
any
giving...
Sorry for any part I had in it. And
I haven't been giving any of your group a chance. Took my little sister to remind me that not everyone's the same.
thanks.
And I shouldn't be treating you how I treated others.
Thank you for keeping an eye on Tess today.
Oh, the little dragon girl? She gets along great with my sister. They've been suspiciously quiet, but I have other things to deal with.
They're not little kids. It's not one of those where silence means they've done something perilous to their life and limb.
No,
They're
usually
teenagers. They're teenagers.
Usually when my sister's this quiet, she's learned a new spell, blown something up,
And
and doesn't want to tell me about it.
And is trying to fix it before you find out.
Joke it.
Yes.
Oh boy.
But
I am now getting a phone call. 1 second.
do 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 doodly do do boop 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 boodly boop boop boop.
So I'm guessing we were all at the blacksmith now.
Yep.
No, I was just. Oh, okay.
So, child, no. Grampy's readers will not help Mommy at all. Mommy's eyes are too bad.
Too bad.
No,
Can help you.
no. Those are not strong enough to help Mommy at all.
Yes, they are.
No, they... You know what, kiddo? Come here. Do you think Grampy's readers would help Mommy at all?
No, I didn't see at all.
Good, that's exactly the point. While our DM is playing phone tag, I'm just going to take care of something really quick.
I'm back.
Oh.
I need to go use the restroom real quick before we get into what I fear is going to be the boss fight.
I will neither confirm nor deny whether or not what is coming is going to be your boss fights. Though, maybe rather likely.
Want to have chicken
I am going to mute so I can go to the crapper. I need to go now. Or something.
Okay.
I'm very.
Okay, everybody go take a potty break.
Yeah.
Done and done.
I promise, but I won't get into your chair.
So, while we're taking a minute, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to the stream today. I hope you all are having fun and enjoying the high-octane roller coaster ride that is Pathfinder 2nd Edition. If you do enjoy this, please do check out the channel sponsors, Dead Tree Studios. They have made their own tabletop RPG where you can play as monster girls. Please do check it out. They really help us with the sponsorship stuff, and they're great people on the other side. If you're done checking them out, please check me out at my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/FelixTheBard, where I stream a bunch of cool stuff, and I'm 20 followers away from getting paid for doing it. And any help there is greatly appreciated. Also, while you're here, check out Rep's channel, wherever he's posting this wonderful game he's got based on space pirates. Rep, plug your shit.
Thank you. There's also my Space Pirate campaign found on my Patreon right now. Susan will be having the censored late release coming out here on her YouTube. There is the uncensored pre-release found on my Patreon for low prices. You just need to be a patron to see them. Does not matter if you pay $5 or if you're do the stupid level of patron of $1,000. Though I will keep my promise that if you start sending me $1,000 a month and give me your address, I will personally show up and smack you upside the head for wasting that kind of money on a rando on the internet.
I won't.
Other than that, the Patreon will also have a couple other features. We may be having another D&D campaign on there that has yet to be decided, though. In addition to this, it will, being a $15 and up member of the Patreon, will get you access to our up-and-coming Minecraft server. Whenever Cursed Forge deals with its security issue that has recently come up, the mods to the server will be updated, and that will become available to anyone in the $15 and up tier. That is all.
Good plugs. Good plugs.
Yeah. Good advertisement. Good advertisement. It's what everyone here comes here to see.
Yes. I am here for the plugs and only the plugs.
Hey, I am the best at plugs.
Oh my god. You could plug like no one's business. Honestly, you're a plugger, and I've just realized how wrong that sounds. So I'm gonna
No,
shut
keep
up
going.
now.
Keep speaking.
I was about to say you can plug many different things in as many little nooks and crannies as you can possibly get.
You bet your ass I can. Speaking of your ass, come here, boy!
Oh shit!
This is the Kespec after the heart-to-heart. Come here!
Oh, I can't wait for the last part of this session when the bombshell drops. That's gonna be fun.
Apologies.
There is.
Okay, so... Yes, in fact, we were just discussing Dames of Astoria, available in the link in the description, as well as, if that's more your vibe, one of their other games, which blends the sort of post-apocalyptic nuclear Fallout world of the Fallout franchise with the brightly colored shenanigans of the My Little Pony franchise. I don't understand how it works, but if you want to try it out, go right ahead. I may have
Bronies will cross over with anything.
If only I may have been brought on to promo Dames of Astoria, but I will promo their entire purview but I will promo their entire portfolio because they have been very good to this channel over the years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
I mean, we'll mention that it exists. I can't really promote it because I've never played it.
Well, we can.
And I'm gonna be honest, it's pony themed, so I'm probably never gonna play it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna tell you that it exists, and it's probably of the same quality as the thing we have done.
Yes.
And messed around with.
And also on our sister channel, Dice Division, hopefully, once I pick a group for it, you will get to see the Dames of Astoria system in action as we test out their new pre-generated adventure. What's it called again? Seekers of Lilia.
Ooh.
It is a pre-generated adventure, and once I can select a group to play, once I double read the adventure and find its suggested cast number, we will pick a group from the original Dice Sesh cast and crew, and we'll run through it to show how you play Dames of Astoria.
Is this gonna include like character creation and all that fun stuff?
We will also be covering character creation.
Okay, so you're gonna be doing session 0 where everybody can see it. That's gonna be fun.
Session 0, where boundaries and such are outlined, no. In my mind, session 0s for lines and veils and stuff like that should never be readily available, should only be made readily available to the public with the explicit consent of everybody involved before it goes public. Character creation session, which is like session 0.5, is perfectly fine to show to the light of day.
Okay.
Especially since it's a indie system that isn't like as like, oh, it's D&D, plug numbers, smack a button, woohoo! Yes, but anyways, last I checked, the party was going to go knock on the blacksmith's door and go, hey ho, what's with the funk?
Not
All right.
exactly.
Something to that effect.
Yeah.
Evil laughter for dramatic effect.
Oh.
Alright. So you guys are going to knock on the blacksmith's door. By now, the hammering has gone quiet, and the forges are no longer lit. Though you can still smell a lingering stench of
Funky.
decaying flesh.
It is.
It smells like death.
It is
Yeah.
funky. So I was looking at the kit, no, I don't want that one. I was looking at the stuff in the kit, Vesta has. Would it be safe to say she has like a soft wax?
Sure.
She is stopping up her nostrils with that shit. And
Yeah.
no, I will not plug my nose to do the bit. So I'd sound funny,
Arctic
but
is also going to do that.
yeah, I will say this: nobody in the party who stops up their nose has to plug their nose IRL to do the voice. But if you choose to, good on ya.
No. The viewers demand it. Everyone plug up. Everyone who stops up their nose must do the bit.
Okay.
Anyway.
I don't.
Anyway.
No, I can't do it.
And shrugs his shoulder. It smells like half the family reunion. Half the family reunions anyway.
Okay.
That's sad.
So you're not stopping up your nose?
No.
Vesta,
Okay.
hearing that, Vesta stops for a moment and just looks at him. How much of you... if some of your family reunion smells like this, how few of your family members know about regular bathing?
I meant like. Did I say family reunions? I meant after battle cleanup.
My point still stands.
We usually have family reunions after battle cleanups.
Anyways, so, because I don't have a exact smithing forge thing set up right away because, like I said, work-induced burnout, I'm still recovering from it, making a forge map got away from me. I'll bring us to the city map until we reach the map I actually have.
The map I provided. Alright, so.
I imagine it's
I'm guessing you guys.
Or there's not enough. I imagine it's in High Forge, unless there's not enough drugs.
Anyway. So. You're outside the door. What do you do? I'm now giving you the hardest puzzle any D&D player can be given. A door.
I watch
We are
Vox Machina. I know what this means.
This part...
So Reed, kick the door.
The bane of this party isn't doors. The bane of this party is Sareed having to think.
I don't know. It seems like various social issues are very distracting to this party.
The bane of this party is social interaction.
So Reed sees
Wow, it's
the-
almost like players playing.
Ed is tying the ribbon, the strap of the scabbard over the cross guard over the sword in anticipation of lockpicking failed. Yet bash it down.
Ah yes, strap
Alright, so-
tie the scabbard to the hill. Tie the scabbard to the cross guard just in case we have to beat the door in.
Alright, so what are you guys gonna do?
Arctic is
Vesta, so did Kesbeck tag along? Or is he
Yes,
coming along?
did Kesbeck tag along?
He did.
Okay.
Vesta looks to Kesbeck. This is technically your jurisdiction. If there's any sort of protocol we need to follow before we kick the door down, speak now.
Town guard, open the door or prepare to be boarded.
There is no answer.
Kick it down.
Akagi just goes, hey, can't Merrick try to lockpick it first?
No. This is an active crime scene. I don't care about subtlety. Kick it down.
Ed shrugs his
Okay.
shoulders and swings.
He said kick it. Let's, who wants to try first?
Three
Akagi
does.
Okay, Sarid.
Roll for strength.
Sarid, you try first. As my lovely co-DM says, strength first, I guess.
Okie dokie.
I'll laugh my ass off if you not 20 of this.
A 24 look.
24?
What is this door made out of, anyway? I mean,
You kick... The door is wooden. However, as you kick it, you feel that there is... While the door itself is not locked or anything, it slams into something blocking it. So you are able to kind of shove the thing that was blocking it a couple inches. No, the door is still very well difficult to get through right now.
let me try something
Okay.
really quick here. Vesta, so you said we were able to get the door open like a couple inches?
Yeah, there's a little couple inch gap.
Vesta takes her little friend
Oh no.
out of her bag and pop and kind of
Just presses and squeezes and shoves them through.
just kind of pops it through. It's like a little rag doll. It doesn't have bones. This should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind
Give me a
of
dex. Give me a dex check.
using the poppet's stats or using hers
Hers.
to not like pinch your fingers in the door.
To not tear the poppet. It is a very tight squeeze.
Fortunately, it's made of fabric with some give.
Yes. It's not going to be a difficult dex check, but if you nat one, it's getting torn.
Fortunately, Vesta will be able to fix the poppet quite quickly.
Yeah.
Dirty 20, 16 plus 4.
Okay, you just pop it through. No problem.
Yep. Now let me just
Yep.
double check to see if Vesta and the poppet can share sensory input. Basically, if she can perceive...
If she can see through its eyes, yeah, I got you.
If she can perceive through it. There's no, like, exact mechanical thing so let me just look at something really quick here. Let me just double check something here. And it doesn't explicitly say that one can see through the other, that she can perceive. There's nothing that explicitly states she can see through the poppet. But I imagine it would be very strange if she could not see through the poppet, especially considering the manner in which it was made.
Okay. So
Because
yeah,
she's
I mean
saying
you're big DM,
it's
so I will.
both her-
If you want me to hand wave that, I'll hand wave that.
Yeah, the only reason I say so is it's both her druid familiar, and it's something she made using her nature as a hag child. And very often, puppets made by hags are used as spies.
Little spy toys, yeah.
Little spy demon chuckies. So
Yeah. All right.
yes,
So
the reason
you're looking in.
Vesta's going this route is she figures if this thing wants living things, odds are it won't attack it won't view a fellow construct as something to it. Well, if this thing wants living targets, it's not exactly gonna want something that's not alive as a target.
Okay.
But the puppet is not made of meat or alive, therefore it is not a priority in this thing's thinky bits.
Okay. So the puppet is inside and you're looking through it right now?
Yes. For those outside, Vesta shoves the doll through the gap in the door. You hear it kind of fop onto the floor, and a quick glance at Vesta. Her eyes have rolled back in her head. Completely.
Ah!
Okay.
She's
Okay.
still standing, but somebody might want to close her eyeballs before they dry out, and also because that's freaky looking.
Yeah, Akagi does that, and then basically goes, Vesta, are you linked to the puppet or something?
Seeing through it, this needs a lot of my focus right now.
Okay.
So your puppet waddles around, looking around. The puppet does not have a sense of smell, so you're not smelling what the puppet smells. Blissfully, yes.
I was gonna say I have a feeling this place is not pleasant to the olfactory.
The puppets, the room is kind of wrecked.
Yeah.
While the structure of the walls have not been damaged or anything, the furniture has been tossed aside and moved, or not necessarily tossed aside, but definitely shoved out of the way into the just far corners and walls of the room. And there are numerous bloodstains and drag marks of blood on the floor that just were never cleaned up. They were made and they were just left. A lot of it is old. So it is pretty clear that there's at least a killer in the house, and he's been using this house as a hideout for a while. When the puppet looks at the door, it sees one of the big heavy shelves was shoved, blocking the door. It is full of pantry and glasses and stuff that's going to make a lot of noise when it's shoved over.
Tess kind of nods a little. It put the cupboard in front of the door. If we knock it down, the crash will alert it. It's been using this place for a while. The place is a wreck inside.
I'm just gonna roll perception to see if the forge is lit or something. If I see any smoke.
I already said the forge was doused. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Vesta kind of urges the puppet to continue exploring.
As the puppet walks around, it finds most rooms in the building are actually untouched. It is very clear that it is only cleared out the areas that it is using as a path and the areas that it is using. The upstairs section of the building seems completely untouched and normal. It's a little bit dusty from it not being used, but beyond that, no one has been. It's not been disrupted. There is a downstairs leading to the basement where many of the blood, drag marks from the blood, go towards. The forge and smithy area has very recently been used. The tools left where they lay after having been used at their workstations. Beyond that, there's not a whole lot. You do notice a leather tanning rack that has also been very recently used.
It's used. For some reason, it's brought in a tanning rack. There's some rooms that haven't been used in so long. They've got dust and cobwebs. And it looks like most of them, it looks like, based on the blood and the drag marks, most of the mess is going to be in the basement. Vesta gives the puppet the quote-unquote command to start looking for a large window the party can use to gain ingress.
Yeah, and in the meanwhile, I've got to roll perception to see if I find any sort of other entrance to the basement. You know, just covering our bases.
So you're looking for something like a bulkhead?
Yeah.
So the poppet does not find any particularly large windows. It's probably the reason why the pillar has not been using any windows to enter through and has been going through the front door like this. However, Poppet does find that the back door to the back door that enters in through the forge in the back and would allow access to the house has not been blocked by anything particularly large and heavy. Instead, it just has a board belted over it. From the outside, they wouldn't really be able to open it, but the poppet is on the inside and would be able to move the board fairly easily.
Back door's only got one board blocking it. The puppet should be able to move the board.
Yeah. Like a board brace. You know how they have like a board that lowers over and brackets. You get the idea.
Yeah. She gives it the command to move to sort of scoot the thing out of the bracket.
So the poppet, it is a little bit high for the poppet. It has to struggle a little bit.
Probably scoot
it
over
does.
a chair. Probably bring over a chair or something.
After a little bit of a struggle, it does dislodge the board, pulling the board down. The board almost falls and clatters. However, the poppet puts its body underneath it,
Squeeze.
and because it's a soft, squishy
Item.
a soft, squishy ragdoll, shit manages to muffle most of the noise as the board just kind of flops down on top of it.
When we open the door, could somebody get the board off of her?
Kespec
I'll
just
give you.
reaches over and grabs it.
So basically, everybody's kind of filed over to the back door and has opened it.
Yeah.
When the door is opened and the poppet kind of returns to Tessa's side, it returns to Vesta's side, her eyes open and they are back in the normal position. That was trippy.
Yeah. Also, out of
She just
character,
she looks
you first.
She looks at the state of her little friend. Is her little, aside from being slightly smooshed from the board, how is her little poppet like?
A little bit smooshed from the board, a little bit dirty from getting kind of bonked with the board and kind of wandering through the dusty house. But other than that, largely undamaged.
She kind of pats it off a little bit and tucks it back into her bag. It kind of pokes its head out and looks at the party, just sort of looking at all of you, just like, I did good. Like, if it were capable of moving its face, it would be smiling.
I'm imagining a Sackboy from that fucking PlayStation 3 game that no one ever actually played.
Little Big
reaches over
Planet.
and pats Mini Vesta's head.
Akagi also gives Minivesta a head pat
It looks happy.
because she did good.
It looks happy to be alive. It looks deeply pleased with itself. All right, so next order of business, I believe, is the basement.
Alright.
Alright, who takes points?
First and foremost, did Akagi find any other entrance to the basement, or is there only an internal entrance? It's just
There's only an
for-
internal entrance.
Oh, okay. Just double checking.
Susan,
Yes.
you can go ahead and pull up the map I provided you.
Okay, so this is for the party going down into the basement.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will describe
Just,
things as you add in stuff. I'm gonna need.
Let me
Call it-
do one thing. Let me do one thing first.
Yeah.
I need to. No, I want to select more than one thing.
About something.
Oh my god, that's so insane.
We may get a little bit of a late start, but we can definitely do it.
We're gonna go lay down and just, I don't know. Also, Mom wants an update on what's her status.
I have the only thing I need left. The only thing I have left to put in is a scan of his vaccination record. That is in the physical that I could not get from his pediatrician, but I do have a physical copy coming here in the mail that I can scan in and upload, and that is
When's
the
it coming?
either it's gonna be either tomorrow, Saturday, or Monday.
Okay. Awesome.
because it's gonna probably go to the post office, but I've set up mail forwarding, so it's gonna get there, then come to us. So early next week, as soon as I get that, I'm gonna scan it in and submit it, and then all you just click one button and his enrollment's done. The bus stop for his school is right down the end of the road. We got this, okay?
So, kids, are you ready for your doom?
Not if you played it smart,
Good.
Alright,
which means yes.
who's alright? So who's taking points? Sareed.
Who has the highest AC? Who has the highest AC?
That's a
Let's
good
see.
question.
Armor class is. Yeah, I have about a 22 AC with the shield up.
What about Sarid? What's Sarid's AC?
Oh, 7.
Mamsi?
Excuse
Mumsy.
me. Jack. Mumsy.
Sorry.
What is your AC? You're already under attack. Have you not been paying attention?
I didn't at all close my eyes for a second.
Yeah, you guys are entering the basement. What's your AC?
It is 25.
25? Okay.
Mine's 26.
Agaki is in the lead. For being in the lead.
Alright.
Yeah.
So Kagi takes point. I'll be in the middle. I'll be right behind. Looks like I'll be right behind. The
Hey, high AC or no high AC, I'm pretty sure Kespek is leading.
Then,
Ooh. Is Kesbeck going to take charge and lead the party, even if it's not in the best interest of the party?
It's his.
yeah.
It's
His
his
city.
city. He's
His
gonna
city,
lead.
his investigation, he's in charge. Don't you put yourself in the back.
But
built
he is
his
not
city.
charging ahead, which I want everyone to recognize as progress for him.
Yes.
All right.
I'm glad we're making such major
I'm
leaps in character progression for a guy who's only going to show up for one story arc.
All right. Then I'll be right behind with the spear.
Okay.
Because I can reach around with both with a spear and a greatsword and hit 2 squares in front of the person with the highest AC.
Okay.
Much to
Well,
that.
I'm going to give you a situation debuff on that one, but okay.
No, it's a reach weapon. You can just swing that around a person.
And I have lunge, which means I get 3 squares in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure lunge needs you to be able to step a square ahead.
Yeah.
But I can still hit. But I can
Yeah.
still bring the pain I can still bring the pain behind a much stronger target, or hit
Yeah.
people from at least 3 squares away.
Yeah, with reach, he can just be right behind me and go, ha ha, pokety pokety.
Okay.
Don't mind. Sorry about that. I can't figure out a way to select a bunch of minis at once, so I have to manually bring everyone over.
You're all good.
No
Okay.
worries.
I believe in you.
I would say something self-deprecating, but I'm trying to break that habit.
Yes, you should break that habit.
Uh,
Let me have the habit. I'm the piece of shit.
No, you're not. We've been over this.
This is a little bit off tangent, but my fish and chips was so good I almost fell asleep.
How the fuck do you eat food good enough to fall asleep?
It's called a food coma.
Oh.
I put lava in one last night.
Yes, and he didn't eat us all out of house and home beforehand.
I made
Oh
baked
my.
ziti. I made baked ziti so good, he was okay with just one portion, and he passed the hell out. And I'm like, I win.
Yeah,
That's a win.
That is
what
100.
did you?
That is.
It sounds like witchcraft.
Hey,
No, it's
kitchen-
just what happens when a British person eats food from a place that isn't Britain.
No, not Jack. Lava, Susan's husband.
Oh, okay.
My husband is of an
I can't
ancestry
wait.
where
Try
they
your cooking.
actually.
No,
My
hold on.
husband is of an ancestry where he knows what actual seasonings are.
How
worry.
dare you? We use salt and pepper.
Dude,
Don't
your
worry, don't worry, Jack.
Mumsy, your homeland conquered half the country for seasonings and have incorporated none of them into your traditional cuisine.
We may not have put them in our cuisine, but we have them in our cupboards for possible culinary experiments that we never do.
Seasonings do not exist for posterity.
They do
Okay,
for
Susan.
English.
I'm gonna need you to put McStabbins like that.
Okay, Stabbins in the creepy murder hole. Got it.
Yes. He is in the creepy murder hole, and I would like for you to put an ooze there, there, and there. They are not actually oozes, but they are placeholders.
What is any specific requests on the color of ooze?
If you have red, that would be nice. Red or black.
Gonna get
Ooh.
easier. Sorry, what?
Mumsy.
Sorry, you got a song stuck
No,
in my
no, no,
head.
no. You're all good. Just, I'm concerned you may have taken a few too many knocks to the noggin over the course of your life.
I mean, we already know that he did. Like, that's half his character arc.
No, half his
In
character.
his real world character arc is just him just being accident prone and hurting himself constantly. That is his primary defining characteristic.
I would say something in his defense, but then I remembered that we've explicitly stated that the standing operating procedure when his passport gets resolved and he's able to come visit is that before he even gets on the porch, he is going to be covered in sage and bad juju bugger off oil. Because, Mums, you're a good person, and I love you like a best friend. You are not shedding any bad juju in my house.
Don't blame you.
And with you, that is a valid, and the bad juju shedding is a valid concern.
You
Excuse
are
me.
talking to the guy that managed to get his shoelaces wrapped around his doorknob once. So.
Your life is set to the Monty Python music.
Yes.
Excuse me while I attempt to find the oozes and the slimes.
Yep. Anyway, so for the party's education, I'm sure you see this nice, lovely shaft here. This tunnel. This gateway into the abyss.
Yeah.
This
It is a
shaft.
very,
Look at how
very...
meaty and throbbing it is.
It is a very, very tight. You can make it through. However, when you're squeezing your way through this shaft, your movement speed is cut to a third. Also,
You say that like we're going to be running from something while squeezing through the shaft.
while you are squeezing through the shaft, your weapons. First off, you're not going to be shooting anything while within the shaft, and due to the curve, you really can't aim down the shaft. You also can't use any regular-sized weapons while you are squeezing through. You could reasonably kind of like stab out with a dagger or something.
Or with snake
but
spit.
yeah, you could spit if it's close enough. But like your sword, you're not gonna be able to swing that. Your spear, good fucking luck trying to maneuver that thing while your butt is pressed against one wall and your chest is pressed against the other wall, and you're just shimmying down.
Also,
Shimmy.
Also, casting area of effect spells whilst within this shaft will cause the damage to. Okay, so who here has put frosting in a bag to frost a cake? Squeeze the bag and then squeeze the bag just a little. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Mumsy, you might be familiar with this. What happens when a portion of the London Underground catches fire?
Everyone goes absolutely nuts that they can't get home until God knows when.
No. I mean, what happens to the fire? Worst case scenario.
Straight through the shaft, I'm guessing.
Basically, the area of effect will only be the area of effect for an area of effect spell cast within this shaft. Its area of effect will be compressed. That means if somebody here has a bonehead and drops a, let's say, fireball inside the shaft, the entire shaft will be filled with fire, and there is no reflex save that will save you. There is no god.
Yeah, you're just on fire. Good luck.
Yeah, everything is on fire. There is no god.
So, no using the dagger special while stuck in there.
Yes, do not.
Probably would be a good idea. Yeah, probably would not be a good idea.
Yes, area of effect spells in there. Any area of effect spells cast within, if they require a reflex save, it will be treated as if you critically failed. As for the slime you asked me to, as for the ooze stat blocks you asked me to find,
Yeah, I don't need stat blocks. I just need.
Well, you wanted their minis present. I couldn't find any, so
All right, just give me a little blurb.
I was just I was going to just give me a moment. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Can this be my fidget?
If you want to use a screw and a whatever that is from
Nut?
yes, if you want to use a screw and a spare nut from Mama assembling the dresser as a fidget toy, be my guest.
Okay.
IKEA stuff.
This will keep my hand.
Not IKEA. Because according to my mother-in-law, IKEA is the death knell of a relationship, and it should never be brought into a happy household.
Yes,
Not wrong.
we have IKEA bags right here.
She means the furniture, baby, not the shopping bags. The shopping bags are fine. It's the furniture that's cursed.
No, it is not.
I applaud your stubbornness. You got it from your mother. Use it well.
Yeah. Can I sit with you?
Anyway,
I know you'd love to sit in Mummy's lap, but in a little bit, okay? Tell you what, buddy. When Mummy's done, if we don't have time to go out and about today, we can sit and watch anything you'd like together.
On your desk?
Yes, we can watch anything you'd like together, and then
On your computer, on your desk?
yes, and then tomorrow we will go on an adventure.
Yay!
Anyways, so do not cast area of effect spells in the extra small tunnel. People who are
that's
playing
your health.
it's best for your health and continued safety. Those who are we don't have one in the party, but this is going forward as a DM. If we have
Mama,
creatures,
what's a DM?
what's a better word than storyteller, buddy? It's the person helping tell the story.
Aww.
If we had, for example, a person playing a member of a pixie race or a poppet or a playable poppet or anything that is smaller than size category small, movement would not be hindered as badly. However, we are all playing things that are size category medium, so have fun with that.
Yeah, Akagi takes one look at that thing and goes, I'm lucky this armor encapsulates my chest, or I would be stuck.
Why is my water yellow?
Because the inside of the cup is yellow. That's how that works.
Okay, I did not know.
Okay.
Alright, so. The red areas, there are very large piles. So, we'll get to that in a second. Wonderful. So you enter the basement. The basement is similarly disheveled as the other areas of the room, as the other areas of the house that the enemy uses. You do notice a small cave, basically clawed out of the backside of the room. In the lining the walls of the basement are shelves. On those shelves are disassembled parts of human beings. Organs laid out and organized, bones laid out and organized, particularly muscles laid out and organized. Basically, every part of a human being is there, with multiple replacements, just laid out, neatly organized and structured, though nothing left to preserve them. You can tell as they rot and decay, the enemy removes them, throws them out in the dumping grounds you found in the sewer, and replaces them. As you
Sound of the shafts. Ed looks at the. Okay, you continue.
Yeah. As you enter, you hear Stabatron's less cordial and more emotionless voice saying, "Error." Running through a self-diagnostic. It names off components referring to as tarsal component 1A, tarsal component 1B, tarsal component 1Z. Naming each one, registering it as present before it moves on to the next one, as present and functional. It then you hit a point where it says error. Esoteric component 1A missing. Processing. Error. Esoteric component 1A not in stock. Processing. Train of action. Find appropriate. Harvest esoteric component 1A from environment. And it continues going through this, listing the chain of action, describing how it is going to go after primary target 1A.
Vesta kind of looks at the others and speaks very, very softly. What is esoteric component 1A even?
Sounds like it's a collection of stuff.
Ed furrows his brow, thinks for a moment, and you can start to see a smile on his face, and goes. And then he decides, and then he goes, "Hey, this." And then he pulls us over. You call out to Tess and alert. The next idea is to call out to Tess and make him think that she's present. That way we can bomb. That way, you can send the heat metal down there. I send my arrow. That thing will get. We'll fry and freeze him right then there.
It would need to come out here first. I need to be able to see it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got it. Any of us with AoE spells, you go down the pipe. Start hitting it. Okay.
Roll stealth.
DM just said to do a stealth roll, everybody.
Okay.
Child,
Roll.
I love you. Why are you dangling off of me?
Okay,
Okay,
checking
I'm
stealth. Fuck.
Can I
Not
still
20.
sit with you?
Buddy?
Over here,
no.
just like.
Uh-oh.
18.
Wait, do you have no modifiers for your stealth? Felix?
No, I just forgot to add. I don't have a lot of modifiers though, so that's a 5 total.
It doesn't matter. He rolled a 1.
Which one is
As a crit fail.
you get, Mama?
You mean
I got
which?
21.
I have a screenshot I need to share with the chat, and as a direct result of the DM. Hello, child.
So unless this is a group check and it's just a more successes to less failures kind of thing, I have a thing I can say. Just how he.
Did you
Yes,
set people down the shaft?
I'm the police officer.
No.
Okay.
As Beck farted.
No, not what I was gonna say.
So, I am. I like the nat 20s, and I appreciate you guys rolled the nat 20s. However, due to the fact we do have a nat 1, and nobody other than the nat 20s passed, its diagnostic run. Stop.
It knows there's people down here with it. It doesn't know how many.
So
Correct. Can you, Susan? Can you give me control of Stabby?
I'm pretty okay. I can small one. This is about
Yeah.
this is about to get very messy. I need you to go over there and play with your little toy cars for a bit.
Ed lowers his spirit towards the hearing Kesbeck's noise,
This card.
lowers his spirit towards the entrance to the hole.
Awesome, buddy.
Submarines.
Awesome.
I was just gonna say, Kesbeck hears the bickering of whispered planning behind him, and he just goes, "Dear God, shut up!" And then wide eyes for a second.
Immediately,
Blinks.
you could hear. Immediately, the entire part.
Immediately.
the basement is so quiet you could hear a mouse fart at 50 paces.
Mouse fart at 50
Kesbeck just pinches his brow a bit,
50.
looks to Vesta.
Mama, you're so
Vesta's face purely says, "That one's on you, buddy."
Yeah,
Ed,
100%. And he just goes, "Please don't think less of me." Because there is a small part of him that kind of thinks Vesta's cute.
and he
Yes, because we already mentioned how he noticed Vesta's butt.
and
Yes.
also he desires her and also she's kind of scary.
That's part of the reason.
She just kind of looks.
Also the butt.
She just kind of looks at him. Help
He's not
us.
like a-
She just kind of looks at
You
him.
see-
Help us dispatch that thing, and we're even.
there's no physical reaction from Ed other than his family instilled discipline.
Yeah, just
His spear is pointed at the hole.
so everybody now points themselves direct. So everybody's just pointing themselves at the hole and from whence we were hearing the thing do its diagnostic.
Yeah, in response to him fucking up, I would like the DM to know a couple of things.
Okay.
One, Kesbeck has the quick squeeze feat. I didn't think I would ever have to use it, but I took it because I couldn't think of anything else to take when he got his first skill feat.
So you can actually move down that hole rapidly at
Yeah.
normal speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
With an acrobatics check. I need to succeed an acrobatics check, but if I do, yeah, I can move pretty fast.
Okay. Cool. That might be helpful.
Don't say no.
And if I critically succeed, I move at double pace without having to dash.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. Anyone else need to reveal something?
Does anyone else
It
have
just
any
looks-
abilities that would allow them to move through the tunnel at standard movement speed?
Ed's okay. The only thing that really revolves around that tunnel is Ed's idea of I want the thing in the tunnel.
No.
Okay, so nothing else.
I highly doubt the outcome will help.
You know.
Cool. I'm guessing after it goes silent, everybody just like gets their weapons out and gets ready for it to come charging down the tunnel at them.
We are. Everyone is. We are all just immediately readying for this thing because we know it's aggressive.
Cool.
Marek is moving back, if he can.
You got.
And ready.
I mean, you
ready
can move
to
as
go.
far back as that map will allow, buddy. So, yeah, you guys wait there, and it doesn't come. It does not come out of the tunnel. It doesn't take you guys long to realize that it has put itself at the advantage in there, and it does not intend to come out while it knows that you are there. If you want to kill it, you're gonna have to go to it.
It wants us to come to it. Great. So, I guess the best question is, who wants to go first?
I'll be able to move the swiftest through this choke point it's set up. If I can get in there first and start distracting it, you all can come in after and start dealing damage.
All right.
Don't leave me to die.
We know.
We're not
No,
going
no.
to. We have slightly more. We have more dignity than that.
I mean, if anyone's gonna die, it's okay if Kezbek does, because he's the one we don't have any plans for how to torture later.
Well, yes, but the
It just-
yes, but the party wants him to be alive. I mean,
I'm being a smartass.
Well, we could. Ed goes. Well, we could just stand. We don't know. This thing may not have any escape plans for this thing. We could have an excavation.
It doesn't need to escape. We need to move eventually. Sooner or later, we need food, water. We will eventually need to take a rest. Drop our guard. We're human. It's not. It can wait us out.
Guard detail and excavation team. Ed asks. Ed jokingly suggests.
we may not. I don't think we have the time. Let's just deal with this thing now. Let
Right.
me have a look at. Let me have a look at Tess. Let me have a look at Vesta's. Let me have a look at Vesta's arcane arsenal, as it were, and see what is on the table here as a doable. Oh, hello. No, that's not.
Just to get this out of the way and rolling while Susan is looking through her arcane table.
Mostly I'm looking to see if she
Roll
has...
initiative.
Mostly I'm looking to see if, Mostly I'm looking to see if I ever gave Vesta a spell like, Sculpt Earth or anything in that vein.
Yeah, that would actually be super handy.
What modifier do you use for initiative?
Interestingly
Perception.
enough in Pathfinder Perception.
Plus,
yeah, perception, I
plus
forgot.
an additional 2, I think. Doesn't Merrick boost initiative on everybody?
Let's see. Yeah, Merrick, Scout's dedication, +2 to everyone's initiative.
Oh, good.
So make mine a 27.
I didn't hear what modifier you were using.
Perception.
Perception, yeah.
Okay, you said yours was a 27? Cass?
Yep, I would be able to roll intimidation if it could see me, but since it can't, I have to roll perception.
You've tried that once before, but if you want to try it again.
No, it can't see me. I cannot start the combat intimidatingly.
Oh, I know. Let's see.
Does... It has a spell... The Pathfinder has a spell called Advanced Scurvy, but it doesn't have a spell... But we don't seem to have a spell called Move Earth. I'm sorry, it just... The spells that are here and the spells that are not just amuse and baffle me at the same time.
Ed is, Ed, you got 17, right?
Yep. Plus
Okay.
4. No, that's. I got the 22.
Oh, 22. Oh. Okay, yeah.
That was my
Sorry.
stealth check.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's see. Stabby, Cass, Morty, Aka, Ed. Am I
Yeah,
missing anybody?
I need to roll for my initiative.
That's Yeah.
And
Yeah, if
mine. I need to roll mine too.
If we didn't mess up that stealth roll, we could have rolled stealth for initiative and started the battle in stealth. And that's something I think is cool about Pathfinder is you can start initiative different ways and it gives you different bonuses.
Yeah, different.
That is nifty. That is nifty.
Yeah, and it really allows for a great variety of
combat situations. Yeah.
If, for example, you have a party member who's really built into their acrobatics, you can allow them to use that outside of standard situations by allowing them to use their environment and their acrobatic skills to set themselves up for a quick combat advantage.
Yeah. I do like that. I'm really liking Pathfinder, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, basically I'm thinking of stuff like combat parkour.
Yeah. Anyway, what was your roll? Okay, 17.
Yep. The little squidgy thing shares my initiative, but it's not going to be used in combat because it is not built for that.
I'm a doofus. There we go.
Hey, you said it, not me.
I'm not gonna ask what led to that presumption.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, that's the last. It's close up. Work.
So, initiative order.
At the top is Aggie.
Okay. She looks at it, then goes, yeah, I'm gonna try and move into it. I'm gonna try and move through.
Okay. So that is 15 of your feet. Now remember, every foot within the hole is 3 feet of your movement speed. So once you enter that hole, you're going to take minus 15 off your normal roll, and then...
So I'm just gonna, so it's
15 from where you're at, right?
yeah,
It would be 15 feet to get there, and then you can move 5 feet down there.
yeah, and then let me check. I have a movement speed due to my armor 20.
Ah. So you can move to the hole. Congrats!
Child, cease and desist with the turkey noises.
I'm just gonna move to the hole and guard it in case.
If it pokes its head out, basically if it sticks its head out, we just start like aggressively beating the stuffing out of it.
Yeah.
Like whack-a-mole.
It's the only real option I have because I don't want to clog up cashback.
Next up on the initiative is Stabby. Just gonna move there. And wait.
So my size is small. Does that affect how fast I can go, or is it still a third?
For you, we'll call it a half.
Yeah.
Next on is... What did Stabby? It would be you, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't want to go in there first. But I can move closer to the opening.
And you thought when I said the hardest I put the door as the hardest puzzle, I was meant the front door of the building. No, I meant this door.
Yeah.
One second, guys. My dogs are going nuts. I believe the exterminator is here. My mom will be dealing with the exterminator, so that's not gonna be a huge break. But I'm gonna get control of the idiots.
Yes, the fluffy, the fuzzy idiots.
Welcome to Nantucket. You're going to get
Ooh, that scared me.
What, Ben making noise?
Oh no, no, no! I accidentally knocked something off my desk.
I can't make it by myself. I need someone even faster. I can't.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
No worries.
Okay. Who was the last person to go?
I was the last person to go. I just placed myself outside the
Okay.
entrance.
It is Kezbek's turn.
Alright. Let's see here.
You're just gonna stand there?
No.
Oh. Sorry.
I said, let's see here.
Okay.
How much can I move? That's 20 to there. That's 20 to about there. That's one full movement, so if I can make that acrobatics check, that's wonderful. Then from there in 20 feet to the full inside. But then he's probably behind something that I can't see, so.
I'll be ready.
Why is he moving around?
Nothing. Thinking.
The fact that he has movement control over its icon basically gives him has given him a handy dandy fidget toy.
Yep. So I'm going to make that acrobatics check to attempt to easy squeeze my way in.
Cool. Roll.
Going back to Barbados.
Hi, sha. Ha, pa, pa. This is...
And you better stand, Barbados.
29.
Ralph won't shoot you.
Well, it passes.
Now be standing by.
Ben?
Alright, so I can get halfway through, and I'll probably need another acrobatics check at that halfway point, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So, yep. And second acrobatics check. Wha-cha-cha-cha! Less good.
What'd you get? 17? Oh wait, no, that's Susan. Nope.
7 on the roll for a total of a dirty 20.
That does not pass.
Alright, so I only move half speed, third speed. What's a third of 40?
Well, I'm pretty sure you got a handy dandy calculator. Or I do. Give me a sec.
A third of 40 is
Roughly 13.
About 14. About fit. We'll call it 15 to make it even. But it's only a
So
third for those first 10 feet. So for the... Oh, yeah. 15. There you go.
So I can get out.
You can get out. Congratulations.
I can
You made it
see
through.
the other room.
So, as you enter the room, you notice a large rock here, blocking off your view of... give me one sec. Let me grab my... this. Blocking off your view of this whole area here. There's a very large pile of scattered, rotting flesh here.
Beautiful.
And you have McStabbins over here on the other side of it.
I was about to say out loud, oh, it's just a rock? Huh, I was expecting a pile of corpses. Oh, there they are.
So, you recognize this as the sludge from the sewer, from the very rotted, decayed, sludgy mass of flesh from the sewers. You also notice McStabbins looks a little bit different. His form is a lot more bloated. He has forgone the cloak and has much of where the skin is, his bloated figure is more does not have enough room for the skin. He has replaced that with rat hide. Also, the stench is very strong in here.
Strong enough that I need a con save, or
I might as well give you the first mechanic here. If you're in the red areas, you must make a con save. If you're within 10 feet of McStabbins, you must make a con save. On a critical success, you no longer have to make a con save. You've got noseblind. Congrats. On a success, nothing happens. On a failure, you're choking and gagging and lose a single action. On a critical failure, you vomit to dry heave and lose 2 actions.
okay. It's never so bad that we lose a turn, and so long as I can get some damage in.
The exterminator is going to be going through my room very soon. So,
Just mute the mic.
yeah.
Hmm.
Doesn't look like a whole lot's going on.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he's already gone. It's all good. So, that is what you currently know of this conflict. I
Great.
have more.
I assume you do, but I still have a third action.
What will you do?
Hold on. I need to be able to. Goddamn. Roll 20. Does not like my monitor. Yep. 25. What's the range on this? Nope. Never mind. Don't have enough.
Can't do it?
Nope. The range on my spit is only 10 feet.
That's tragic.
Isn't it?
Look what they have on the roof of their
Yeah, so you can only hit him if he's here.
Yep. And Kespek does not have any other ranged weapons, because why would he? He's a swashbuckler. All my stuff is about melee damage.
Well, now would have been a good time to have some ranged options, huh?
Yeah?
Here's
sucks.
something. Here's something I need to ask. Aren't swashbucklers supposed to be essentially a class of pirates? Why don't they have range?
We'll deal with that later.
That's a question to ask Paizo, not me.
Yeah.
After Kaz is Eddie. What will you do with your turn?
Considering that considering that the plan had me going next, yes, my first action would be move me about here. Second action, I can only move. That's my first action. So it would be about here where things get a little tight. And then, as per the field manual, have crawl through this with my shield forward at the normal speed. Low speed. Where is the? Let's see here. That would be. Yeah, I'll basically be able to get to here, which is almost out during the course of my turn.
So that's all your actions?
Yeah, that's all my actions. That's all I can do.
Very good.
He lays an AoE attack there, and I join my ancestors apparently.
All right, cool. So next up, Sareed. Oh,
Make
by
a
the way, I
demo.
just put that. What I just put there is the initiative order.
Okay.
So Sareed, do a thing. Do a turn.
So Reed is going to try and enter the hole.
Okay. You may enter the hole. Remember, your movement speed is 1/3 while traveling through the hole.
So what is a third of 25?
Am I the only person with a calculator?
I have a mental calculator. Let me do some quick math.
Oh, see?
That is not a fucking calculator.
What?
You
What
got
was it?
10 feet of movement speed once you once you enter the hole. Where are you at? This you?
That's good. I'm 10 feet into the hole.
Is this you here? Red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes you 10 feet to get there, so really, it's a third of 15. So you're 5 feet into the hole.
Yay! I'm 5 foot in.
Congrats.
I know. It's the furthest I've ever been into any hole whatsoever.
Hey,
Are you
but
doing
you
that
can
on
proudly
purpose?
say it's you can proudly say it's not the furthest someone's been in your hole.
We're all going. We're all going to hell.
You're welcome. I'll be your guide.
Why are you the way that you are?
A lot of trauma, like a lot of IRL trauma that we're not really going to get into right now.
Oh, okay.
So, Sareed, put your person where it's supposed to be. Are you not logged into the Roll20 again? Because this is the one point where you really need to be logged into the Roll20. Are you going to move your character?
Oh shoot! When did it do that? God damn it! Right, I'm coming back in.
When
I
did you
didn't
do that?
even realize I was not in there. I am not gonna lie.
I knew I could
Not-
believe in you.
When did
He's logged out of Roll20.
It
didn't
seems
even
that he was.
notice.
It seems that he was automatically rolled out. It seems that he was automatically logged out instead of deliberately leaving. That may have been due to inactivity. So
Yeah.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it too terribly much.
Yeah, because we're not going to be inactive now. There's killing to be done. Killing of you guys, mostly.
Oh shoot! I can't move this one. Damn it! I can't move it.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I will fix it.
Thank you.
I apologize for forgetting the fact that I apologize for forgetting the fact that your character. I apologize for forgetting the fact that your character. I need to. I completely forgot about the fact that you had to set up a new everything because your Discord got hacked.
Now you're fine.
I knew I could believe in you guys. This is the kind of work ethic that made America what it is today.
But I'm that far in. Okay.
If that's the kind of work ethic, I'm happy I'm not an American.
That's the joke.
We aren't gonna unpack that.
I don't think we need to. Any true American will already know the joke and is already offended or agreeing. And to those who are offended, it's not that I hate America,
This is the
but I'm just very disappointed. I was lied to and throughout my childhood. Everyone saying it is the bestest country ever.
Moving along. We don't have. We just said we weren't gonna unpack this. Moving along now.
Fair. Alright, so as soon as Sareed's stuff is figured out, it is Vesta's turn.
Okay. Mumsy's been given the appropriate permissions and everything. It should be fine.
Awesome. Time for Sareed. Go down the hole.
Yep.
Or
I'm gonna
do
go
something else.
spelunking, guys. Time to spelunk. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. There we go. I'm spelunking into hole.
Congrats. Congrats on being in the hole.
This guy's shooting
Buddy?
fireworks into the air.
Buddy, I love you.
I'm so happy in the hole.
Inside voice, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for letting me know.
Oh, isn't that a shame?
Why are the fireworks in the air? What happened? Let me scan. Let me use my scanner.
Alright, I think that was Sareed's turn, right?
Yeah, Sareed's turn, I guess. You.
Mum's
Or wait, no, you have. You still have a couple actions. You can dash if you want.
Yeah, I probably will try and dash.
All right.
Okay.
Then
So,
so go ahead and make another movement.
so that would be what?
Two pieces of
It is, what was it? 25 divided by 3. That should be, I think 15
thing.
was our rounded up.
Okay. So I'd be
Yep.
roughly there-ish.
You know, there's a measuring
Thing.
application to this system, right?
Yeah. Look at that. Perfecto.
Congratulations on not being incompetent. I knew I could believe in you. Able to count and do basic math.
Mama, can you help me put this on?
Ben, honey. Let's see. But what? I don't think this is gonna work, buddy. Oh, hey, it did. Here.
This guy needs 2 scanners that I'm making.
Okay.
Can do it, Mama?
Ben, honey, you can do it. I know you can.
There goes the dogs being stupid again. Susan,
Yeah?
it's your turn.
Okay, sorry I didn't hear anybody say anything, so...
Yeah, I said I mentioned it would be your turn after Sareed's when Sareed started, so I guess that's kind of partially my fault.
Can't... Ben, I can't do it either. I cannot help you right now. I love you, buddy, but I cannot help you. I guess all I really can do, so let's see. Movement is cut to a third, so best I can do is move until I bump into Sareed, and that's like it.
Yep. But hey, we're back to the top of the turn with Akaki.
I guess I just gotta move until I run into Vesta.
Congrats.
It's
Now
still
it's-
Vesta's turn. Sareed's turn. Wait.
No,
Okay.
that's it.
I've done everything I can with my turn.
Yeah, she went down. Alright. So, it is now McStabbin's turn. McStabbin is going to move over here. Well, hold on. Let me double check range. Okay, McStabbin's going to go over here.
Sorry, I was trying to get this thing like under. I was trying to get the blood pool out from where it was blocking.
Blocking McStabbin's, yeah. I get you. McStabbin's is going to move over there. And first off, Kazmek!
Yeah, that's me.
You get to roll yourself a will save.
Because, sweet Jesus, that thing's funky and moving in your direction.
Is this an emotion effect, would you say?
Yes.
Oh, I got a +1 because I'm cold-minded. And, and also cold-minded gives me that successes are treated as critical successes.
Okay. Well, we're just doing a base intimidation thing.
Okay. So... That's... 30? Nat 19?
Nat 19?
Nat 19.
Okay. You're gonna pass. So, basically, it moves forward and delivers its classic customer service voice. Hello, welcome to error. Location name not found. Please, how can I help you today? And at that point, it fires its I-beams at you. the new eyeballs it has replaced its old eyeballs with, just kind of popping and exploding as it fires its eye beams again. So that is a does a 30 hit?
Yes.
Cool. Is
It
that
is
correct?
not a critical hit, though. You are not 10 above.
Okay, cool. You take 7 fire damage.
Okay. Nope, nope. Evasion does not work like that in Pathfinder. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, that's just all the healing I did from the rest gone.
Isn't that fun? Oh,
Yep.
Vesta. Isn't Vesta and... Okay. Whatever.
Yeah,
Are
we're
you guys
supposed.
Are you guys where you're supposed to be in the hole?
I'm not sure why it undid my movement, but I am back. But all is where it is supposed to be.
Awesome.
Happy?
That is all of McStabbin's turns, as he used his actions. Morty.
I can't do it.
I'll be
Streaming with you.
Yep. So, buddy, these two pieces just
moving in.
can't be separated right now. Okay.
Grumpy Brian did it, and
Well, yes, but $10 he used a pair of pliers, buddy, which Mama does not have. We will have to come back to that.
He did not use pliers.
We will come back to it, buddy.
He did not use pliers.
Ben, give it here and I'll see if I can help. I make no promises, though, okay? And in trying,
done.
it might break, okay?
Doggo, do you have to get my legs wet? Good God. That's your... Go get it.
Anyways. And Cataclysmus, the issue is not that Sarid is stuck. The issue is that Sarid is out of movement speed. And there is only so much per movement. There's only so much that can be done once that occurs.
Yeah, you can only go so far down that hole so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a very tight squeeze.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Very
able to
tight
get
hole.
all the way through because of a feat I thought wasn't going to come into play at all in this game coming into play.
You're welcome.
I literally took that feat going, I can't think of anything else. I don't see any intimidation feats that I haven't already gotten.
And then I made you use that feat.
Nope.
That's some good DMing on my part, huh?
Yep.
Definitely. Yes. Ow!
Okay. Whose turn was it?
Morty, you just finished your turn, right?
I just finished, yes.
So we are all
Okay.
slowly
So it is now-
inchy-squinching.
It is now Kezbek's turn.
What is it, buddy?
Great.
Were you able to do it?
Not yet, Ben.
With the advent of Kezbek's turn, we begin more violence.
Yes. Because he's going to grab his rapier.
Yeah.
And I remember this thing not easy to spook. Might even be immune
Yeah,
to spook.
Yeah, it really does not have the capacity to feel such emotions.
So, seeing that, I am not going to attempt a spook.
Mm-hmm.
I am just going to...
Gonna get straight to business.
Yep. Because I have a lot of stuff I can still do.
Respectable. Continue.
So, move forward. A rapier attack. A stab.
Cool. As you enter 10 feet within its area, within 10
Con
feet
check.
of it, make your con check.
That is 19 total.
That is a failure, but not a crit fail.
Yeah.
Excuse me
So
while I
you
reload.
So you lose one action as you enter its area.
That still means I can do stip stabs.
Yeah, you
So
can do a step stab.
Chat.
Yeah, it is bad enough you can taste that shit in the air when you
Great.
are this close. It is that kind of rancid.
28 to hit.
28 to hit.
Yeah.
Ooh, just barely missed.
Motherfucker.
A big question. Why hasn't Kesbeck moved?
Yeah, I'm noticing Kesbeck's character remains right where he's at.
There.
There we go. Wunderbar. Cool. So you make your stab. The thing just kind of shifts to the side as you just do your rapier lunge, and you miss as you were coughing and gagging on the just most rancid, disgusting thing you can ever smell or taste because it is that fucking bad.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that's all I can do. That's
cool.
It's a plus 15 to hit, and you're telling me that a 28 don't do it.
Yeah, this fucker has a very high AC. Edward.
Yes.
Brother Edward. Yeah, your turn.
Okay, got it.
Hey, guys?
I move up.
Yes.
I'm not sure what's going on, but roll 20 is not behaving for me right now.
Oh boy.
Sure.
Oh, there we go. It just needed to be reloaded again.
All right.
I don't know what happened to it, but it had a temporary aneurysm. The aneurysm has resolved.
Kez, or Eddie, guess what? You're within 10 feet of McStabbins.
Okay.
Roll your con check.
Oh. Got it. There is one.
He means fortitude.
Or yeah, fortitude.
Oh, if it was supposed to be a fortitude check,
Yeah, I am still working with D&D terms in my head. I apologize.
No, that's okay. Can I re-roll that? Because I just used my base con mod, and my fortitude's like plus 11 more to that.
Yeah. What was it? If it was your straight fortitude.
With straight fortitude, that's a 30.
Okay, yeah, you still have that one other action then. That passed.
No, wait, that was only one action to get behind him.
No,
No,
Stug.
we're fixing a mistake in his because I had him roll. He rolled Constitution, not Fortitude.
Okay, got it.
It's a Fortitude check.
Mine's
Alright,
just
then
gonna be to.
Then you get it one more time, then I would start stabbing him twice.
Yeah, I wouldn't have hit anyway. I just did the roll at a plus 10. If the 28's not hitting, a 17's not hitting.
Okay, cool. Now, Stug,
Yes.
Eddie, Edward, roll a Fortitude check.
That's what the nat 20 is.
Oh, shit! You no longer have to roll any Fortitude checks ever dealing with this bullshit. Congratulations. You're the first. Good luck.
Alright, okay, now for the Long spear. Okay, got it. So plus 12, I think.
That's what it is. What does it say
Okay,
on your
got it.
character sheet?
Yes. Does that hit?
A 19. The 28 didn't hit, bruh.
What's the matter?
19 ain't gonna hit either.
2, 3, 4, 5. Fucking heck. And still, you cowardly spawn of war criminals.
Yeah, remember it is a -5 on subsequent attacks if you're gonna make another attack. Or if you're gonna take another action of some kind, do so.
Oh, okay, I have a third one. Alright, good.
Yeah, you passed your con check, dude. You're good.
But he moved.
Okay.
Oh, he
One,
moved?
two- Oh.
I thought he moved from here. I got him from here to here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that was one move, and then he did his attack.
And then a second attack.
Yeah, and now he's doing his second attack.
No, that was my second attack.
He rolled
Also
twice,
was
Brett.
my second attack. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that didn't hit either.
Okay, got it.
So, Sarid, you're up.
Right, okay, time to continue through the hole.
Yes, you must go deeper.
So, something, dark side. Okay. let's
As
just
soon as
carry on.
you're past these three that are partially shadowed, those are the end of the hole. Everything past that is good.
Okay.
Or actually, it's more like these two. This one is not the hole.
So I'm roughly there.
You are roughly there.
Yeah.
No longer in the hole.
No longer in the hole.
Yeah, you have 2 actions. And if you have any remaining movement, you can still use that remaining movement.
Boom.
Okay.
I am dead now.
You are there now?
Mhm.
Cool. Was that your second action, or is that just finishing your first?
That was second action.
Okay.
Hey guys,
What will you
how's it
do?
going?
You guys are now all lined up in a row, and
Oh no, I beam.
fortunately for you, its I-beam does not work like that.
Oh, thank.
What?
I tried to get it open, but I can't.
At this point, buddy, I'm pretty sure separating them, those pieces of Lego, are physically impossible.
I know. That's why I'm saying this isn't
So,
possible.
Sarid, you have one more action left. What will you do with it? Or is that the end of your turn?
Let us see.
Will you unleash the power of your holy champion smite? And
We
strike
don't
down
get
this
smite.
wicked monster once and for all?
We don't get smite, unfortunately.
I don't know, buddy.
Maybe it's
Pity.
from your computer. From her.
So, what are you gonna do, Sarid?
Because
Jag håller på att spela farmor.
because the Kez deck has been affected, I'm going to use my healer's blessing on him.
Okay, I will say that the effect ends at the end of each check, so you do not have to heal him with each one.
It's by the way, it's not actually a heal, it's a blessing. So
Okay.
what I'm doing is basically saying for 1 minute, any healing that this person gets from spells and everything, they get an additional 8 additional hit points.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool. You need to roll anything for that? Or is this just straight up done?
This is just a verbal thing. So I just literally go, hey, Kesdek, or whatever his name is, and just go,
Be more healthy.
thanks for healing, be for you.
Be more healthy. Don't die.
Yeah.
I get you. All right, cool. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Vesta, we're at the end of the turn order. You're up.
Oh, yay. Let's see. Hey, I'll actually get out of the godforsaken hole in the ground with one action left.
Good. Heat metal.
Congrats!
There's one
Heat metal
prob-
takes 2 actions.
Yeah, I was gonna say heat metal takes 2.
You didn't think I would make this easy on you guys, did you?
I will say this, we are coming up on hour 4 of doing this.
Yeah. I was not expecting the role-playing before the combat to be this long.
I got a strategy.
Well, these things, they happen.
Mama, I got
Yeah, we may have to call the combat
At,
early before the combat is done.
let's just call it at the top of the initiative order.
Yeah. I hate to do that to you guys, but don't worry. Hopefully, next week we will be able to have a session, or
Well,
next month,
Yay!
I have.
or
I actually have
next month.
I have next week. I have next Tuesday actually off.
Okay, cool.
What about the rest of y'all? Does that?
Stug, we're not
Stug,
We're not
please
discussing this
Calm down.
We will
live.
scheduling later. Please,
Yeah.
thank you.
So,
Seeing as how all of my offense spells are... Seeing as how basically every action I have at my disposal that could be at all useful is 2 action, I am going to resort to the next best thing and actually use some of the stuff in my bag and yeet a spear.
cool. Roll your attack.
Working on it. That is a grand total of 28 to hit.
Yeah, that just barely misses.
Then I have nothing else I can do.
All right. Well, that is. We are now at the top of the turn order. We will have to call it here.
And come back to this another day. Thank you all very much for your patience, for being with us for 4 hours. Practically double our usual time. Thank you all very much for listening, and we hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.
Toodles.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.